I just like when you lose. There's so much. There's so much. You. I.
All right, so we're like 14 minutes into this game. We missed a little bit. I mean, we had technical issues we had to get to. Philly boy over here, first comment. He said, here's the kick. At a movie screen until 9 p.m. I'll yell at Vinny and Ivan later. Shout out to Philly boy over there. He's got a life. He's doing stuff. But 13:43 to go in the first quarter. We missed that a little bit, but we had a technical issue. But it was for the better of the stream. You know what I mean? But here we go. Tua's going to hand this thing off. They're running this thing right side. Here's a little dazzle to about the 50-yard line. That's 50-yard line already over here. What's up, Goose? Reposting the stream. I appreciate you, Goose. You know what I mean? How are you doing? Monday night football right here. And obviously, Monday night, Monday night a great day for Packer fans, but we will move on. You know what I mean? But yeah, so this should be a decent game. Get to watch some Aaron Rodgers tonight. You know what I mean? Hi, Matt. Go Pat. Go. How you doing? Happy Monday evening over here. But here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun over here. 3rd down and 7. Oh, he's going to be empty backfield over here. They're going to yeet this thing a little bit. He's calling for the ball. Here he goes. Back to throw. He's running to his right. Toss this thing, and that's going to be incomplete. So it's going to be 4th down. It's Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, you almost had it. You better be quicker than that.
Actually, it was pretty close. So you were right, because for people who don't know, Vinny, shout out to Vinny, the producer. He's going to be way behind me, so he doesn't have a clue what's going on in this game unless I tell him.
I normally don't have a clue on anything anyway. So, but this is like extra tonight. Yes.
Here we go. Joseph, hey, sorry for all your injuries. Now you know how I feel with my Lions. Dude, injuries are horrible. Yeah, the Lions had the same situation when Hutch got hurt. Whenever you just that dude. Here we go. We have a punt over here. That thing's does he save it or is it a touchback? Yeah, they're calling it a touchback. But whenever a premier dude comes up, it's tough because even with the Lions with Hutch, when people say next man up, that's not like that because you don't have that next man, not like that. But as a group, you got to overcome, and that's what the NFL is. It's like a game of luck if your guys don't get hurt because the ACL injury is just freakish. If people can't, it's just you turn the wrong way and boom, it's devastating. No, it sucks. That was horrible. But Stacy, what's up? Hi, Matt and Vinny. How you doing, Stacy? Happy Monday. And Packers driven over here. Howdy, Matt. How you doing? We're gonna have the best night we can have.
Matt, I'd like to point out we're trying something new tonight. If you look on the screen, we are keeping track of the total yards, turnovers, third downs, penalties. So we're going to try something new tonight. So hammer the chat. If you guys like this, let us know because I'm trying to do things to see if maybe you guys like this out there.
Yeah, I think that's good. It gives a little information on the game. You know what I mean? Sandy, go Steelers. Aaron is still my man. Hey, I'm still an Aaron Rodgers fan. So that's what's fun about this game. Because Monday night, sometimes you don't know. It's like a gamble. But at least we get to watch Aaron Rodgers play some football. You know what I mean? What is up, Aaron? How you doing? We're having a good time over here. Karen in the building. Happy Monday, Matt and Vinny. Eric, dude, Packers can still do this. Absolutely, that they can. It's going to be tough. It just got a lot tougher for them, but they can do it. And I feel like that locker room just got to rise up, and everyone's like, look, just get the best out of everyone, and they can do it. They just they got to step up both sides of the ball, special teams, everyone as a unit. When you have dudes go down like that, that's what it is. You know what I mean? So who do you think gets in now in our division? I know you're on your Packers. Like to win the division, it's going to be tough. Like a lot depends on this game. If the Packers can beat the Bears, they're going to be in a good situation. If the Bears can beat the Packers, they're going to be in a good situation. Because the Packers with that loss, they need to. If they want the NFC North, they got to beat the Bears. Must-win situation. I mean, not for the playoffs, but I mean, even for the playoffs, I mean, they can't have 2 back-to-back losses. They got to win this game. You know what I mean? The way the NFC is set up, and like you say, you go from first to last real quick, or first to 7th real quick. So they're gonna get that dub, though. Trust, they're gonna get that dub. What's up, Blake? How you doing? Appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? Oh, I think I missed a comment over there. Bring Vince home. Yeah, let's bring Vince home. That's Lombardi, not the producer. Here we go. Howdy, guys. Go, Pack, go. Sad Monday for us Packers fan. You know what I mean? It's a rough one. But like I said, the loss wouldn't matter to me as much. But those injuries are brutal. 12:37 to go. Here comes Aaron Rodgers under center. He's going to be play action. He's rolling right. Looking downfield. He gets it to his man. That's going to be about a 1-yard catch, though. 1-yard reception. The Bears and Packers have both lost their starting edge rushers to season-ending injuries this year. Tough luck for both teams. Cruel to take away a combined 13.5 sacks from both sides, and we enter into the final stretch. Yeah, it's brutal when you lose to players like that. You know what I mean? Jared, you think they'll force Watson to play Saturday because that's what's on the line? Sucks the game is Saturday. That extra day would have been amazing. I don't think they'll force him. If he's not cleared, he won't play. And I kind of expect him not to play, honestly. I think he's going to be out long term because it's better than it should have been. But here we go. Aaron Rodgers hands this thing off right side, and that's going to be a very short gain, if anything. But yeah, the Packers aren't really known for like trying to rush people back, even if the game's really important. So here we go, Stacy. Go Pack, go. You know what I mean? Looking at the schedule. If Packers win, Lions wild card, Bears no playoffs. If Bears win, Packers wild card, Lions no playoffs. Bears last 2 are tough games. Yeah, they have some they have a tough schedule. And Shadrow 95 in the building. What's up, man? But here we go. Aaron Rodgers going to be in shotgun, 3rd down and 8. Empty backfield over here. He's at the 22-yard line over here. Back to throw. He's looking at far, and he got him, and that's going to be close to a first down. Not a first down, though. A reception over there, whatever it is, but it's 4th down. This is a professional. That's what I do for a living, people. I'm just kidding. Here we go. NFC looks like the heavy favorites to win Super Bowl. Hopefully the Packers are that team, you know what I mean? Parsons had 12.5 of those sacks. Yeah, that's tough, dude. We got a game on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday night is when they play. So here we go. Here comes the punt. We got 10:23 to go over here in this first quarter. I think it's going to be a fair catch. They're going to let this thing bounce. Now he jumps on it. I don't know. I thought he fair caught it, but he's going to try to return it. He gets to about that 30-yard line. He must not. I don't think he fair caught. I think he was waving him off. That's what that was. But here we go. Strawberry Plains in the house, man. Vince, tough day yesterday, but now the Pack need to pull together. All 3 phases of the team has to step up. 1 loss doesn't sink the season. Nice graphics, Vince. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's say the loss doesn't even bother me as much. Like if they had a hard-fought game and they lost, whatever. But to lose Watson, to lose Micah Parsons for the season, the Watson situation isn't as bad as it looks. So they're saying that there's a chance you could play even this week. I don't think I'm losing my voice. Maybe from yelling yesterday. I don't know. It's going bye-bye, though. The only positive part is there is so much parity in the NFL, so you never know. And that's what it is. And the NFL really is just get in the playoffs and get hot. Like, it doesn't matter if you were, the heavy favorites all year long. There's many Super Bowl teams that won the Super Bowl, and the whole season they weren't the favorites, like the Packers 2010. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. Don't count my Lions out. You know what I mean? Don't count them out. And I won't. I think the Lions are a team that they could battle back. And like I say, the NFC, the way it is, if teams lose, they're going to get opportunities. They just got to keep winning. Sounds like Christian may play on Saturday. That's what I'm hearing, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I have a feeling he won't, but what do I know? You know what I mean? That's just an opinion. I am calling it now. Houston gets to the Super Bowl this year. And, they started off, they were kind of rocky, right? They kind of stumbled, but, get hot, you know what I mean? And a lot of teams have done that. The Giants have done it. The Packers have done it. Many teams. We'll see, though. Go Steelers. I need them to hold Dolphins, Waddle under 25 fantasy points to take down the number 1 seed in the first round playoffs. There you go. I'm going to toilet bowl in my playoffs. I think my voice is dying. There we go. Still not better there. I didn't do much talking today either. I didn't realize it. I mean, I know one's wrong. I don't talk to myself all the time. The Pack might play in Chicago 2 games in a row. How? I'm not sure.
All right, I'm confused now too. How?
Yeah. I don't give two shit what the Bears fans say to this or anyone for the matter that not a Green Bay fan. Green Bay is winning all next Super Bowl champions. I'll say next 2 Super Bowl champions. Go, Pack, go! Here we go. The Dolphins are out here. First down and 10. I forgot we had a game going on. Tua's going to be under center. They're at the 29-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off. They're trying to, we got a little bit of room right there, a little razzle-dazzle down to the 37-yard line. I was watching some clips and want to say shout out to Daniel Whelan. He is a top punter. We just barely use him, thankfully. You know what I mean? But yeah, he is a good punter. A lot of people, don't pay attention to like what the punter's doing, like the stats and whatnot. But he does a good job pinning them in good situations. Hey, Matt and Vinny, just tuned in for another great podcast. Go Pack, go. What's up, Rick? How you doing? You know what I mean? Tua's going to be under center here. He's got a man in motion. It's 2nd down and 4, 9:33 to go in the first quarter. No, he's got a man. I don't think that first man was in motion. Now they're going to pitch this thing right side. He's got the first down and more, and he's going to get picked up. Dude, he's being manhandled. They just drop him. Feels like the Packers. They just picked him up, and Vinny, you'll see. A couple minutes.
In about 20 minutes, I'll see it. Yeah.
Packers are currently favored over the Bears. Packers 34, Bears 28. Yeah, the Packers kind of backs against the wall in this. And I think that team, that locker room is going to get fired up, and they're all going to lean on each other. And they're going to show up. They're going to show up. Matthew Golden, you know what I mean? He's Team Nicolet.
I predict the offense is just going to get red hot. I'll bet you.
Here we go. Tua's going to toss this thing. That's a first down past the 40-yard line, or just maybe at the 40-yard line. But yeah, I can see it. Matthew Golden, let's get him. Let him loose. Let's go Rodgers and Steelers. My prediction is Steelers 28 and Dolphins 10. Yeah, we didn't do the prediction, so you guys wanted to throw your prediction in there. Big shout out to Jesse over here. Thanks for being here, dude. Any word on Zach Tom? Sounds like Evan Williams, 1 to 2 weeks, sprained knee. I did see it earlier. I forgot. Maybe Vinny can look on that. I think they said that they kind of both got lucky and it wasn't as bad as it looked.
Yeah,
so I think that
Zach Tom is going to be day to day. Yeah, he dodged a bullet also. It's going to be just like
over
Watson.
Here by Tua. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think it's intercepted by the Steelers. Steelers got an interception. On the sideline, he kind of just tossed that thing up, and he's like, thank you. Just cut off that route. Good defense right there. But, yeah, about Zach Tom, so he's day-to-day over there. So I thought I saw it, but I couldn't remember for sure. Hey, boys, happy Monday. Still love me some A-Raj action. Yeah, absolutely me too, dude. Rodgers fan for life, you know what I mean? No, but Rodgers is fun to just watch play football. Like when you throw the deep ball, I mean, obviously he's older now. He's not as mobile as he once was, but I do love watching me some Aaron Rodgers foosball, you know what I mean? All right, we're at commercial. We're going to go to commercial. I'm going to try to get a drink of water, I think, because my voice is a little bit raspy, you know what I mean? All right, we'll be right back. What's up, everybody? It is freezing out here, but I got this nice coat on, you know what I mean, to stay warm. But a lot of kids around Wisconsin don't have that. So I teamed up with Warm Kids Wisconsin. We're helping not just with jackets, with snow pants, with boots, the whole deal. And he's helping a lot of people all across Wisconsin, donating to schools. You can donate directly. He buys everything. He sends it to the schools. And also he has an Amazon wish list. You know what I mean? Even the camera guy getting a little shaky out here with the cold. You know what I mean? But let's do some good things. You know what I mean? Kids are freezing out here. Let's stop it. My son's doing the video and he's freezing out here. He's got a coat. You know what I mean? Let's make sure all the kids in Wisconsin have coats. And be sure to check out Warm Kids Wisconsin on social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the places. He's doing great work. And I'm glad to be helping him a little bit, being a partner. Here we go. Let's warm up some children. All righty, we are back in here, right back in action. First down and 10. Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center. They're going to start this thing at the 19-yard line. He's going to pitch this thing left side, trying to cut it up, feel a little big. Got a little action, but a 6-yard gain. That ball comes out, dude. I don't know if they're going to call this a fumble or not. Are they calling him down? Yeah, the only ones getting excited was the Dolphins players. Everyone's else like, calm down. You know what I mean? Hey, bro. Happy Monday. Still love me some. Oh, yeah, we already got that one. You know what I mean? So people need to start commenting. I'm just kidding. That had to be the biggest duck by two I've ever seen. Yeah, that thing was just up there. They're showing it again. We're going to have a handoff run up the middle here. Very close to a first down, about a yard short. So it's going to be third down. You know what I mean? You got this one. Tua turned the ball over. That ain't right, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I am working with Warm Kids Wisconsin. So if you want to donate, we got the QR code down here. But also you can find Warm Kids Wisconsin on social media. You can find my social media. The links are out there. But 100% of all the money goes towards the coats and whatnot. You know what I mean? But here we go. I think they're gonna try to sneak this thing on 3rd and 1. Aaron Rodgers is in the back. He does nothing on this little tush push action. And I think they got shut down on it. Yeah, they are short on a tush push. Aaron Rodgers is like, I ain't pushing, you know what I mean? I ain't getting pushed. My tush ain't good and pushed. He's too old to be in that pile. Okay, we got the links in the chat now for Warm Kids Wisconsin if you want to donate. You can say they also have an Amazon wish list. So you don't want to donate money, you want to just buy directly. That had to be, that was, okay, I scrolled back up. I want to make sure I didn't miss nothing. But they went for it on 4th down. I didn't think they were going to do that. But they did, and then that's a first down. Some great commentary I got here. So first down and 10 for the Steelers, 5:42 to go in the first quarter. Here we go. Let's see what's going on over here. Aaron Rodgers is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Where are they at? About the 30-yard line, just shy of it. Aaron Rodgers back to throw. Looks right. Now he's going to get it off, and that's to Metcalf. He gets laid up, though, dude. No, that's not Metcalf. What am I talking about?
Boom! He's on his back.
I thought he was 14. I was wrong, you know. But anyways, here we go. Yeah, they're gonna, they gotta get that thing down the field. Push that ball down the field a little bit. Steelers are 7-6, fighting for their life. Dolphins 6-7. Aaron Rodgers is gonna be in shotgun over here. Empty backfield, 2nd down and 10, but they're gonna be throwing this thing. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers back that throw. Down the middle, gets his man, and that's going to be a big-time completion past the 50-yard line. And that was to Metcalf. Number 4, not 14. Is that what it is? I can't even remember numbers anymore because I feel like everyone changed the number. Here we go, Rick. Evening, my friend, and Vince. Hope you're doing well, guys. We're having a good time over here, you know what I mean? We got True Northern Packer fan. Hello, Matt and Vinny. I was in a foul mood at work today after I packed. Yeah, dude, I'm glad I didn't have to work today because I was a little cranky today. I ain't gonna lie to you. But here we go. First down and 10 now. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They are at the 48-yard line. They're going to hand this thing off, and he's going to go up the middle. He got a little bit of room there. About 5-6 yards on that. Looked like it was going to be nothing. Yeah, there we go. We got it figured out now. Gainwell is 14. Metcalf is 4. Did Metcalf used to be 14? I feel like he used to be. You know what I mean? I don't know. Not in this team, maybe. Matt, how did you go from always a play behind to a play ahead of us? I don't know, dude. I don't know, because my wife was talking about it, because even she was ahead of us, like for the Packer game upstairs. It's just like whatever the internet wants to do, I guess. But here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center. People want me to pause it? I will, if I'm too far ahead. But it'll be a fake throw. Hands this thing off. And he got none of that. I thought he was going to get the first down, but he got tripped up over there.
Nothing.
I do like the stat line on the screen. Yeah, I think that's really good. Gives all the information. It's good information right there, you know what I mean? It's good stuff. Good job, Vinny.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Aaron Rodgers is fired up, dude. He starts yelling at people. I love it. Third down and 3. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Let's see what they got. He's back to throw. Quick pass. That's good. I think, incomplete. Yeah, see? With Seattle, he was 14. See? I'm not crazy. Just not updated. I got to update the old system. Unplug myself, plug myself back in. First time viewer, love your show. Hey, I appreciate that. Here, fellas. Cap Tool 78. Shout out. You know what I mean? We're going to give you an air horn for that. You know what I mean? I appreciate you being here. Here we go. Rodgers throwing this thing left side, and that's going to be a first down before he gets pushed out of bounds. Here we go. 2:15 to go in the first quarter.
The Bears
I might
still
just keep
suck.
this up, you know what I
The
mean?
Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. They really, 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 really suck. Yes, the Bears.
What are we doing, Vinny?
It was a new viewer. I just thought that's a good way to say welcome, you know?
Hi, Matt. How are you doing? I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Today was kind of rough. I ain't gonna lie to you, but now we're having to go down. Here goes Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna hand it up the. Oh, he's trying to bounce the left side. Nothing there. Miami Dolphins defense is all over that one. 137 to go in this game, first quarter. But yeah, do it. But we got you know, that Micah Parsons injury bothers me more than any injury since Aaron Rodgers back in the day. That was brutal. But they got to move on, and they're going to. They got to collectively take over, because you're not going to replace a guy like Parsons. That's just not what it's going to be. But everyone's just got to get fired up. All right, he went down. We got it. You know what I mean? People disrespecting right now. But here we go. Aaron Rodgers going to be in shotgun here. Man to his right. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to toss this thing to his running back, and he's going to try to make some people miss. But there was 2 guys, and he was not going to do that. This Miami Dolphins defense really isn't giving up much right now. 50 seconds to go in that first quarter. Yeah, this Miami Dolphins defense, dude, they're getting after it. I don't know, this first drive watching this defense, you wouldn't think they were, what are they, 6 and 7. Here we go, third down and 11. Aaron Rodgers changed himself up. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 33-yard line over here. Come on, Rodgers, what you got? Rodgers back to throw. Come on, Rodgers. Oh, he's moving in the pocket. Oh, he goes down for a sack. And the Dolphins defense.
Boom. He's on his back.
Rodgers, gave him that old, the classic look when he gets sacked. I almost feel like Aaron Rodgers when he gets sacked, he's embarrassed. Who's this? Oh, bro. You're supposed to be coaching. What are you doing? Get out of here. Go on. Move it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Vinny. He wasn't invited. He just roll up on the stream like that. Here we go. You need to get a Parsons #1 jersey on your wall behind you because next year he will break all kinds of records. Book it. You know what I mean? I actually have a new jersey coming. I'm going to put right here. I'm going to take all this stuff down. It's Rudy Ford. You know what I mean? He sent me, because like I talked to Rudy Ford. We used to talk on Instagram. He was on my podcast. He's a really cool dude. And after he left Green Bay, he sent me a jersey and like autographed it and wrote a nice little message on it. And my buddy from Mike's Memorabilia Fond du Lac on social media is framing it for me. So shout out to Mike's Memorabilia Fond du Lac. See when that happens. But that's gonna be pretty cool. And I got a Don Mikowski autographed jersey coming. But yeah, maybe Parsons will be back there sometime. I'm not a big jersey guy. Like I don't collect jerseys, but like usually all the autographs I have, all the jerseys are like players that I've like talked to or whatever, or like did my podcast or whatever. But I'm not like a big jersey collector. But it's pretty cool. How do you on your prize picks, bro? Yeah, I didn't do prize picks tonight. I forgot. So what I'm gonna do right before halftime, maybe people can help me pick some for the second half. You know what I mean? Because you can just do second half picks. He's going to be out early in the year, maybe the following season. Parsons, like he said he's playing. He made a little post on Twitter. He said September 1st, and it was like a lion. It was like some, dramatic post or whatever. I think maybe Instagram he has it too. So I think that's what he's saying. But obviously that's his goal. And if he's that type of freak athlete, that there's some dudes that can do it. And if someone can do it, it's him. But yeah, typically when a guy gets that ACL injury this late in the season, it goes into the next year. But we're gonna see. I think Micah Parsons can do it. You know what I mean? If it's physically possible. Zach Tom appears to have avoided a major injury. There doesn't appear to be any structural damage to the knee per the 1265 report. Shout out to the 1265 report. But yeah, they dodged a bullet with him and Christian Watson. Not so lucky with Parsons. I really think, all right, I think we're about to play over here. It's about the start of the second quarter. I really think the Green Bay fans in the chat really need to start being more positive and not so negative, including myself during the Green Bay games. Yeah, people, I get it. People get worked up, but here comes a punt. I get you. We got a fair catch here. Oh, he faked it. He did a fair catch, but then let the ball bounce in the end zone. A little trickeration there. I like it. I'm feeling like this year Super Bowl will be Rams and Bills. We're gonna see. Packers gotta get hot. You know what I mean? But the Rams are going to be a problem for anyone they play come playoff time. Need to do a podcast with Parsons now that he has some time on his hands. Would be fire. Possibly might have his brother on my podcast. You know what I mean? Been talking to him. He seems like a fun guy to talk to. Here we go. What was Adams' injury yesterday? I think it was a hamstring. I think he tore his hand. I don't know if it's tore.
It is hamstring. Yes.
Yeah, but it's definitely a hamstring.
Yeah,
and it sounds very bad. It's what people are saying. It's season ending, so it's not like see what happens. From what I understand, I don't know.
From what they were saying, it's not season ending. He could be back by the playoffs, possibly.
Oh, okay. Is that what they're saying? All right, so I was wrong. Here we go. Run up the middle here by the the Dolphins. I don't know why I had lines on my mind, but yeah. So maybe he will be back by playoffs. I think I saw it different, but you know what I mean. But here we go. Yeah, Green Bay. Green Bay's going to be in the Super Bowl. Oh, we got Kevin in the building. Kevin said, it's been long 24 hours starting off with Parsons injury and neighbor annoyed with people watching my house. You got people watching your house? What's going on there, Kevin? Kevin's got a stalker.
What's the matter, Mr. Griswold?
Unreal. Oh, I should have went to commercial. I don't have a beer.
For those
but
that
here we
don't
go,
know,
Tua. Second and 8.
We'll wait till after the play here.
Here we go. Tua's going to be a quick pass left side on the sideline. Oh, he's got a little bit of room, and I think that's going to be a first down. No, wait. Is it? It's a first down and 10.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Kevin likes to decorate his house every Christmas with tons and tons of lights and, like those motion lights that go to music and stuff like that. And apparently he's got a neighbor this year that doesn't like it, I guess, or doesn't like the traffic coming to see it, right? Isn't that what he said?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, he does a great light show. I was over there one year. First and 10. Here come the Dolphins out of a weird formation. They're going to hand this thing off. He's trying to bounce it left side. He's got a little bit of room. Gets about 6 yards on that. Did I read right? Did Wicks get hurt yesterday or Reed? I think Wicks had a thing, didn't he?
Wicks got banged up a little bit in the game, but nothing to
it wasn't anything
talk
crazy.
about. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, they were just being cautious with him.
Yeah. But here we go. Aaron Rodgers is showing graphics just compared to Tua all time. Just insanity. 40 degrees and under. See, I got a glare on my TV. It's hard to read. He's over here, Bob.
Is that really fair to compare Tua to Rodgers? That's not really fair.
No, I think they're just, but they're, under 40 degrees. But it's funny that the different numbers because Rodgers obviously been playing forever. But they got a little scrapperation over here. They in each other's face. Refs are breaking it up a little bit. 3rd down and 2. Is it too late for the Packers to call Clay Matthews to help us finish the season? I think he would come back if they called him. I don't know if he's, you know what I mean? I love me Clay Matthews, but do you think he still got it? I mean, how old is he now? I'm not really sure.
I don't know if Rivers can come back. I'm sure Clay could.
I don't know. That linebacker's a different situation. Yeah. It might be too late for that.
I bet he still hits hard. Yeah.
You know what I mean? 3rd and 2 over here. Here we go. Tua back to throw. Oh, he's got time in the pocket. He's going to run. He can get this first. Oh, he gets his head taken off. He goes down like an awkward slide, kind of got his head touched. They're not going to throw a penalty on that. They're like, nope, screw you.
I was kind of scared to do the Madden thing to that one after you said that, so I wasn't sure.
No, he kind of running right over here, but on the tackle, he kind of got a piece of his helmet, but I guess they figured he was a runner. Usually quarterbacks get that call, I feel like. All right. People turn around in his driveway. He should just block his driveway during those times. Here we go. I just solve problems. That's what I do. Packers versus Bills Super Bowl. With the Bills lose their 5th Super Bowl while we win our 5th Lombardi. Manifesting. There you go. That's the type of attitude we got to have over here. We have a flag on the play. 11:25 to go in the second quarter in this game right here. Let's see what this ref's talking about. Delay of game. How embarrassing. I think delay of games should never happen. And obviously they happen to the Packers sometimes. But anytime it happens, dude, get it together. That should be the bare minimum. If A-Rod can come back early from an Achilles injury, then Parsons can come back early from the ACL. I'm thinking by week 2 or 3. Yeah, he's saying week 1. That's his mindset. But yeah, I think he'll be back early on. I mean, I won't doubt him. If he thinks week 1, I'm with it. Let's get it. Here we go, the punt. And we're going to have a return. Oh, he didn't fair catch it. He gets absolutely clobbered. One of the best tackles I've seen on a punt in a long time. That was awesome. Look at this dude. He waited on him to catch that ball, too. He was like, bam. He didn't have to do it like that. He slowed down so he could just really clobber him. Oh, that's awesome. There we go. That's what we do, you know what I mean? Appreciate you, Joanna. Stacy says, agree, positivity. We are Packer fans, and we don't bitch and moan. We move on with confidence. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to step away just for a second here so I can grab me another beverage. You know what I mean? Appreciate everyone watching. We'll get right back to the chat. You know what I mean?
Celebrate the season with Quick Rewards Holiday Haul. Unwrap the joy of free offers every day with any in-store purchase. Just add the offer to your Quick Rewards account and start saving. Don't miss out. Bring home some holiday cheer today.
Have you ever been injured by your aunt's green bean casserole?
Or maybe an overpriced bar tab?
Or maybe your best friend stealing your fishing spot?
You're still mad about that?
Told you in confidence.
Cut. Guys, these aren't real injuries.
Then why do I feel so hurt?
Get over it.
Let's just go to plan B.
If you've been injured, get Nicolet, the Midwest personal injury law firm, fighting against insurance companies since 2007.
Can you believe he wore shorts to this?
When a potential client would say, why Nicolet Law? It's the people here.
The cases are personal to us because we know they're personal to the client. Here at Nicolet Law, we are in your community and we're here to serve you.
This one, Grandpa.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking a dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
Here we go, second quarter. 11:04 to go in this thing. Aaron Rodgers going to be under center. They're at the 29-yard line. He's got a man in the backfield. He's going to pitch this thing left side. He's going to cut it. Oh, he's got some room. He breaks, makes a man miss at the first down. He's past the 50-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. Oh, my goodness. Zadarius Smith does want to come back. Wow, it kind of seems he kind of made a thing on Twitter. It's eyeballs, emoji. I don't think there's not going to happen. Holding on the offense, that's all coming back. Yeah, that's not going to happen. He said a lot of stuff about the Packers. I don't know. I don't know if that's what he meant either, but anyways, that's what people are talking about. Let's get A.J. Hawk back. He can still hit some people, I bet. I'm not sure he can. I love me some A.J. Hawk. He's fun to watch. But I haven't watched him lately, but I'm just saying. I like A.J. Hawk. We're going to find out what kind of team Packers are. They should be able to rally and win without Parsons if they are a Super Bowl team. And that's it. If you're a Super Bowl team, all right, you got to pick it up. You got to figure it out. And I think that they will. We'll talk about that in a second. Here we go. 1st and 20. Aaron Rodgers back to throw. Quick pass down the middle, and that's completed for about 6 yards. But yeah, that's what they have to do. Everyone on that defense, everyone on that team has to say, all right, we have to step up. Our guy is out. You know, the guy, everyone gets all the attention. Everyone's saying you're down and out. Go get it. You know what I mean? Why is the Dolphins head coach wearing my grandma's glasses? Because he's got that vibe, bro. A quick pass over here by Aaron Rodgers, past the 30, 35-yard line. That was on 2nd and 13. He's still moving. I think they're going to blow this dead now. Dude, they don't even tackle people anymore. They just try to peck them up. Like, we're going to take you home. Packers defense was good last year without Parsons, so offense stays hot, and we will have a great playoffs. Yeah, I mean, we didn't expect to have Parsons this year, but he did add a lot to it. He really got a lot of the attention from the offense. So but you know, they can figure it out. You know what I mean? Rashawn Gary, Van Ness is back. Everyone, just get after it. Yeah. So that was already. I read that one. Jesse says Clay looked built when he was in the NFL draft this year. I think he could just still do it. Anything is possible. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers back to throw. Oh, that pocket's collapsing. Rodgers goes down hard. But yeah, I mean, maybe he could. I don't know. I don't know though. I think, you know, I don't know. I don't know how old he is anymore, but I wouldn't doubt him if he thought he could. But I'm not sure. You know what I mean? First time I saw a Nicolet Law commercial with Charlie and You Betcha. Yeah, they got one of those. I just want to beat the Bears on Saturday. I'll be happy. Just shut them. Yeah, dude, because the Bears fans are absolutely insane. Here we go. We're going to have ourselves a punt here. And that's going to be about the 30-yard line where they're going to get that. But yeah, dude, Bears fans are just unbearable. As soon as that game ended, like, Bears fans were like all over me. And it's funny, like, their team won big, and I'm the first one they thought about. You know what I mean? So I guess I can appreciate that.
All right, Matt. Take a guess. How old do you think Clay Matthews is? I've got the answer, but how old do you think he is? Just take a guess.
I don't even know, dude. Like 36?
Ooh, you're close. 39.
39, huh? I mean, yeah. I think it's kind of old for a linebacker, you know what I mean? Parsons won't be back until October. It's a different position than quarterback. It's his left knee, and he needs to be fully healthy to push out the knee. We can't rush him and lose him for you know. But the thing is, he said he'll be back. You know, I think that's why everyone's talking about that. I don't think anyone really expects him to be back week 1, but that's got to be his mindset. But that's what he said, and I won't doubt him. If he says he can do it, we'll see. You know what I mean? But I don't care if they don't win the Super Bowl. Just beat the Bears is my Super Bowl. No, absolutely not. Beating the Bears is not the Super Bowl, but they do have to beat the Bears. Let's just beat the Bears this week. You know what I mean? I think everyone's on the same page right here. You know what I mean? Time for Rashawn Gary to enable beast mode. Absolutely, dude. Rashawn Gary has that motor. You know what I mean? Let's just get after it. And Vanessa's back now. He's coming off an injury, so, you know, you might not be 100% right away. But, you know, those guys got to step up. Let's get after it. Bears fans are insane. Packers fans aren't. Yeah, but I think, you know, both are probably. But, dude, Bears fans, like, flocked to my social media pages after that loss. So, like that, you know what I mean? And then I made that video, and then I ended up deleting it because I didn't care enough. But love what Clay said at the draft. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was a classic right there. Instant classic. We are in first place again. They are we in first place again. If we beat the Bears, we'll be in first place, NFC North again. Clay graduated from my high school. There you go. That's pretty awesome. No one, you know, I don't think any athlete. I mean, we had some people who graduated from my high school. But some people, not me, but other people. Bears fans are more insufferable than Lion fans when they have a decent team. That's the thing with the NFC North, dude. I feel like it's so, like, with even the Vikings, like, when they're good, it's like this is a fiery division. Like, the fans on social media go absolutely crazy. You know, Packers fans aren't with the, you know, we kind of do the same thing. You see certain fans. I go at people, but like, when I talk trash, I'm not talking personal. I'm talking football. That's the thing about Bears fans. Like, they'll come at me, like, on Twitter and like, oh, you're fat, cross-eyed, this and that. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but that just means that you don't have anything to say about your team. Like, why wouldn't you tell me why the Bears are going to beat them? They don't do that. They just go right to insults, which I'm all right with. You know what I mean? But here we go. We're going to have a run right side over here by that Dolphins down to the 35-yard line. And it's second down. Like, I don't mind people insulting me on social media because I put myself out there, so it's not going to affect me. But, like, when you do that, I think it just proves that you don't have nothing to say. You know what I mean? Say why. What up, Matt? I can't say that name right. I know I always mess that one up. And Waddle and Waller to make 45.51 PPR fantasy points. I'm in trouble. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't think it's looking good for you. 45 is a lot. We're going to see. But plus, with these offenses aren't lighting anything up right now. Second down and 6. Tua's going to be under center. Play action. He's rolling left. He's looking downfield. I don't know if he's got anyone open. He's just going to throw that out of bounds. He had no one. Yesterday at the end of the game, we played like trash play calling or players upset. I don't. But it was awful. I do feel like after that Parsons injury, like the whole, like the errors they say got sucked out of it. Like I feel like everything was kind of lost after that. They couldn't bounce back from it. I feel like sometimes you just get like that, the bad vibe. And you see it happen to a lot of teams, like when a major injury happens. Matt failed gym class on historic football field. Yeah, you go. I failed gym class on the same field the Packers played on. You know, beat that. How many kids think did that? Probably a few. Third down and 6. Here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 35-yard line here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a little pressure. He's rolling left. He runs away from the pressure, and he throws it downfield for a first down, dude. Big-time play down to just about the 40-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Nice throw, dude. On the run. That was good stuff right there. All right, let me get a drink here. 7:26 to go in the second quarter. Yeah, dude, that was nice by Tua. A lot of Steelers players over there, but nobody in front of that dude. Those that celebrated Micah's injury on your feed yesterday were trash. I feel they showed me that they have no confidence in the Bears if they need other teams need to be injured. Yeah, absolutely. I never understood when fans do that. We're going to run up the middle here by the Dolphins for a little bit. It's second down. We'll see what second down at 6. That was 4 yards. Luke said, I knew once Parsons got hurt and the Broncos scored a touchdown, like 4 plays later, we were cooked. Yeah, like, dude, the whole vibe, the whole, you know, everything just got sucked out of there. And I think really couldn't bounce back, get the momentum going again. But hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late shopping with the wife. That's no excuse. You know what I mean? You should have me on in your pocket. Shout out to Ivan over here. What's going on? We have a run up the middle by the Dolphins here. Second and 6. He's going to get about a yard. away from the first down marker over here. Ivan is here. Where's Phil? Phil's going to be late. Phil chimed in. He was the very first comment. You know what I'm going to do right here? I'm going to show you guys. Right here. Here's a kick. We were a little bit late. I don't want to talk about it. But he said, at a movie screen until 9 p.m., I'll yell at Vinny and Ivan later. That's what Phil said. So here we go. 3rd down and 1, 5:45 to go. They're breaking the huddle over here. All right, here we go. Tua, 3rd and 1. He's going to hand this thing off. Oh, that defense was all over, and there's going to be a loss. About 2 yards.
Boom. He's on his back.
Yeah, there it is. The field looks like concrete. Tua better not hit his head. This game screams Tua is going to get a concussion. The field, I was actually thinking that earlier. The field looked hard. And there was a certain when someone got tackled. Oh, that looks like it is cold. It's Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Respect to the North, though. NFC North, the best division in football, and Packers versus Bears, the best rivalry in football. Absolutely, it is. So I'm saying, like, when I talk trash to Bears fans, it's not even like personal. I'm just talking about the team. They get weird about it, but I love the rivalry. It ain't never serious for me. You know what I mean? But some people get a little bit cray. And I know that the Packer fans are kind of do the same thing sometimes.
And this season, 2 meaningful games against the Packers and Bears.
They lit this division up.
Yeah.
I think we got an injury over here. That's what's going on. It's 4th down and 5. Oh. Look at his ankle got stuck in the dirt as he was getting tackled.
Here you were talking about,
but he's on the sideline standing up, so
a hard concrete field, and there's an injury.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I hate seeing injuries when they're really the ones that kind of are gross or whatever. I don't need to see that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't need that in my life. 54-yard attempt on the field goal over here, and it's up. It's up. It looks true, and it is. Here we go. We got ourselves some scores on the board. 3-0 ball game, the Miami Dolphins. 10 days to Christmas. Anybody expecting any Packers gifts? That's all I get, or just throw it right in the garbage. I'm just kidding. The field is hard. Sounds dirty. You know what I mean? Who is the field? That's what I don't know. Ivan probably ordered another dozen items from Matt's store. Hey, you better get them while you can, because the Packers said, nah. My store's going to look a little different coming up here. But here we go. 3-0. We're at commercial over here. And hammer the chat. What do you want to talk about? What are you thinking about? Yeah, you should go buy stuff from my store. Hey, Kevin, come on. Hang on a second.
While he stepped away, it's a good chance to say, down in the lower corner, Warm Kids. Click on that QR code right there if you feel like you want to donate to help get a nice warm jacket, pants, or maybe a pair of boots to a nice kid that is in need this winter. So
there you go.
We're doing a good thing, so let's definitely do it. Also, the links to the other places you can donate are in the chat. After halftime, I will repost them so you don't have to scan all the way to the top to see them.
Yeah. I think there's a way I can pin them if I go into the... But, Kevin said, I wore your merch a couple times in New York City. There you go, represent. You know what I mean? I wore it a lot of times in New York City. But, yeah. Here we go. Don't know why, but love our chances Saturday night. Feel like team will step up. Go Pack, go. Let's get the division. Yeah, dude. I'm feeling good, dude. I think this offense is gonna light it up. I think the defense is gonna step up. The Bears like to run the ball. They got to stop that. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a battle because the Bears will be fighting like hell too. A great job, Matt, for getting the ball rolling for Warm Kids. No, they've been doing some good stuff for a couple of years on their own, and I've talked to him and I've shared some of his posts and stuff. I try to support him. Then I was just like, hey, let me just dive in and do a little bit more. I think it's good what he does. I think just more people knew about it, then it'd be all right. and say, what's going on up here? I was like, what's happening? But here we go. Let's have faith in the pack. Absolutely, dude. I will never, ever. That's when people say, like, it's over, you're delusional, and this and that. I'm like, dude, why would I give up on this team? Jordan Love's the quarterback. Josh Jacobs is in there. Christian Watson's out, but it's not going to be long term. You got Reed. You got Matthew Golden. They have the dudes, all right? It sucks Parsons out. That's massive. But, like, just to give up on them and say that they're never going to win in our game, what's going on with that? And they're going to have a kickoff here, but there's a flag. I don't think it went far enough. I think I could have kicked that thing farther than that. You know what I mean? Got me a Green Bay Fine Football City hoodie on the way. There you go. I like that one. That's actually one of my favorite hoodies that I got in my store. Love and LaFleur has a chance to shut the haters up if they ball out the rest of the year with the banged up team. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. If they can carry this team, I wouldn't say carry, but if everyone kind of steps up and they can get this thing going and really go on a streak, go into playoffs, with all the injuries that they have, that'll be impressive. And I think that they can do it, dude. I think that the Packers have the players. But here we go. 1st down and 10. Aaron Rodgers going to be in shotgun. Quick pass right side. And he's going to make a few dudes miss. And he's still moving. That's a 1st down. And he runs out of bounds. That should not have been a 1st down, but it was. There you go. That's what he meant. I forgot what you were talking about. Oh, yeah. I got you. All right. I just scroll up. But here we go. Gary going to sack Williams with his dude. I actually think I bet you Rashawn Gary gets a sack in this game. I think he's going to. I think Rashawn Gary is gonna like find life and like, all right, this is on me. I gotta get after it, and I think he's going to. 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers is gonna be under center. They're at the 50-yard line. He's got a man in the backfield. All right, he's gonna hand this thing off. He's gonna up the middle for a couple yards, about 3 maybe. Over there, right side.
Gary did make a comment last night that he said that he's putting the NFL on notice with the defensive line of the Packers that these last few games they're going to tear it up.
Yeah, letting them know, you know what I mean? I wore my green and gold vibes one yesterday. I like that one too. It's like it's like simple, but and that was my idea. You know what I mean? Shout out to me. I got my Bears Still Suck hoodie on the way. I have the T-shirt and crew neck. Just need the hoodie. There you go, Ivan. You know what I mean? And here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to be in shotgun here. He's got a man to his right. It's 2nd down and 6. Play action. He's going to toss this thing right. It should be a 1st down, and it is. That's a big man right there. Who is that? Who's number 80? Yeah. He's like, go ahead and bring him down. No, you can't. That dude's like 8 feet tall. Matt, your weather is in my backyard here in Georgia, and I'm not liking it. It's freaking cold. Yeah? How cold is it there, Stacy? Like right now we got, where I'm at 16 degrees, actually warmed up because it was like in single digits over here. I was at the game. If that game was played anywhere else, the Pack walks it. Altitude got them in by the 4th. PS Donkey fans are awful. Aaron Rodgers back to throw over here. He's going to quick pass left side, and they're going to get a 1st down before he goes out, and that's Gainwell. But yeah, and I think part of that too at the end of the game was just the sales just got let out of what they had going on with Parsons' injury and everything. My dog's barking. Maybe my whole family's getting murdered. I don't know. But we're going to keep her moving either way. 35 ain't bad. That's good weather right there. You know what I mean? Good hoodie weather.
But,
right
you know,
there.
if Stacy wants the weather we had the other day, it was like negative 26 where I live in Janesville. She can have that if she wants it.
Plus, you had to live in Janesville.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. 2:36 to go in the second quarter. 1st down and 10.
But you know what's good about Janesville? They get to live with me.
I want to say I don't like. I've never been to Janesville, but everything on the internet I see is not raving reviews. You know what I mean?
No, it's
you're warmer than Indiana right now. We are 5. I'm sure Janesville's a lovely place, though. I'm not trying to trash. I've never been there. I have a buddy, Justin. He lives there. He's like a businessman. You know, he owns properties, does social media stuff, but he's from Janesville.
Ah.
He buys apartments, fixes them, and all that stuff. Anyways. I don't know why I went on. Gave you too much information, I think. Going to be cold on Saturday. Yeah, I think it did. I feel like winter started a little bit earlier. Here we go. 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers going to be under center. You know, they're getting close to the red zone over here. Got a drive going. They're inside the 25-yard line. He's going to pitch this thing right side, and he's trying to make something happen around the right side corner, and he got a little bit on that. I didn't see exactly how far, but maybe 4 yards. Trying to find a little room around that corner. What's good about Janesville? It's not Madison, at least. Hey, I don't want to turn this into like trash in Wisconsin towns, cities. No, Madison. I've been to Madison, but I've only been to Madison like for the Capitol stuff. That's a pretty cool area down there.
Yeah, it depends where in Madison you are too. You know, so some parts of Madison.
I never really spent too much time in Madison. Janesville too close to Illinois for you, man. I think it might just be like, I feel like there's a bad vibe. You start getting over that way, like whoa. Now, shout out to Janesville. We're at the 2-minute warning over here. 16 degrees in Illinois, warming up next week. Might see 50s and 60s. There you go. All right, we're at commercial. I'm going to walk away for a second. Dude, I actually grabbed the wrong beer. That's why I walked away for. But no, because I was drinking like a warm beer that was just sitting out. It was because I put my beer down so I could pick it up. Picked up the wrong one. I was like, that's thing funky. Anyways, we'll be right back. You know what I mean?
Hey man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful, I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
Alrighty, we are back in action over here. We got Mitch over here. He says, in Jersey with singles last night will be in the 50s come Friday. That's crazy. Temp for the Bears game Saturday night, 40 degrees. That's warm for Chicago considering it was minus 17 wind chill Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, that's warm for both those teams. It won't be an issue. 2nd down and 6. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun, kind of got 2 guys back there. Now you got a man in motion. He's looking to throw it to him. Now they're going to have a screen the other way on the right side, and he's trying to make some dudes miss, and he gets very close to the 1st down. But it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Boom! But there we go. A lot of, warm, little heat wave going through. Like, it got so cold. That's the thing about this winter. I feel like it started so, because we don't always get snow right away. Like, when we get it, like, it comes. But, like, there's a lot of times it's a little bit later. And this year it's like, nope, right out the gate.
Well, this is great. We're getting the inside scoop here, fellas.
Now you're going to know. 265 folks watching live across all the places. One person just left. Right after that graphic, they're like, that's enough of this. I'm out. No, but I appreciate everyone watching, and wherever you're watching, Facebook, YouTube, the X Twitter machine over there. One person on Twitch. That's ShadRoad95. Here we go, 3rd down and 1. I don't think we got snow yesterday. I don't remember shoveling. No, I don't. We didn't get none yesterday. It was cold. They got Santa Claus over here. That looks like actual Santa Claus. Got the Grinch. There you go. A lot of Santa Clauses over there in the stands. That's a good thing to wear to a game when it's cold because it's like warm. You're already, fluffed up a little bit. You know what I mean? 3rd down and 1 over here. 1:51 to go in the second quarter. And we have ourselves a halftime show today, people. Kind of. Pretty much. Anyways, we'll talk about it later. But Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield, dude. All right, so they're down here. Can they get in the end zone? He's trying to cut this thing up. Can he get the first down? I don't think he got it. On 3rd down and 1, he is going to be short. They tried to run this thing right side, kind of like on a pitch.
Boom.
Oh, my goodness. Wisconsin over Illinois, that's why they all vacation here. Absolutely, dude. You know what I mean? We had 8.5 inches Saturday night into Sunday. Go figure. That's crazy. That's a lot of inches. You know what I mean? Yeah, they just couldn't. He tried to cut this thing up, and they just clogged that hole. So it's 4th down. So now you got a decision. You know what I mean? Because do you take the points? I feel like they're going to go for it. And they are. Aaron Rodgers and the crew still out there. Do we think he's going to get it? Are they going to get it? Let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to try a tush push? Yeah, it definitely won't be Aaron Rodgers if they do. And looks like they are. And Aaron Rodgers is sitting back there like he normally does for this thing. And they're going to push, and they're pushing the tushes, and the tushes are getting pushed, and that's going to be a first down. Go for it even with points at a premium. Yeah, they went for it, and they got it. They must feel comfortable in their tush pushing. Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers does not get involved with the tush push. That's a lot of inches. Put it on a shirt.
Yeah, he doesn't like his tush pushed. I guess so, yeah.
No, he told me before when they were talking about 8.5 inches. I said, that's a lot of inches for snow. Anyways, 1st down and 10. Can't be explaining jokes over here.
Oh, my God.
12 of 13, Aaron Rodgers is for 95 yards. Dude, Rodgers got that grin. He gonna win that game. I'm telling you, he's gonna win this game. So here we go. The Steelers have 2 timeouts. The Dolphins are out of timeouts here. 1:28 to go in the second quarter. Steelers this season, 64% red zone touchdown percentage. They're 8th in the NFL. So that's some stuff for you to know. Here we go. 1:28 to go. Let's see what they can do. Aaron Rodgers going to be under center. He's at the 14-yard line over here. He's got a man in the backfield. And they're going to be play action. Rodgers rolling left, looking downfield. He's dancing around. He's got time, gets rid of it, completed, and that's going to be a first down inside the 5-yard line for Gainwell over here, dude. Rodgers, look at him, dude. I'm telling you, when he's got that type of smirk on his face, game over, dude.
Oh, it's good.
You know what I mean? Dude, he's wide open. How do you let him wide open? All the Dolphins players are standing around like over on 15 yards away. It's wild. So here we go, 1:21. That's 1st and goal. Plenty of time. Time is not an issue. They have 2 timeouts. Rodgers and Shaq in. He's got a man to his left. He's going to pitch it to him. That's Gainwell. And he's going off left side. And he's going to get no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how that's not an injury. There's a flag on the play. He got his legs all twisted up. I don't know if he got face mask or whatever. He got tackled weird. So, look, that's a severe face mask. Yeah, and he wouldn't let go of it either. And that's what twisted him up. And it almost caused an injury, dude. His legs were all... Rodgers might be a Viking next year. I don't think so. I don't think Rodgers is interested in being a Viking. I really don't. He cares. He talks about legacy a lot. I feel like that would just tick off Packer fans. And that when Favre did it, it took time and people, got over it. But I just don't feel like Rodgers wants to do that. And I feel like he has other options, and he likes Pittsburgh. So I think if he wants to play, he would just stay there. If, depending on what they do there. But first down and goal. Rodgers switching some stuff up over here. The play clock's down to 6, 5, 4. Here we go. Rodgers trying to get him to jump. He's going to hand this thing off. They're trying to run it up the middle, and he gets going to get very close. Is this a touchdown? No, it is not. They're down to about the 1 yard line, maybe inside the 1. Oh, here we go. I missed some comments over here. Snowmat Snow, it's a family show, you guys. You know what I mean? Let's take it easy a little bit. We got some cheating over here on the Dolphins from that flag before. I will never forget what Favre did. Me neither. Here we go. Second and goal. They're inside 50 seconds to go in the first half. Aaron Rodgers going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. I feel like they're just trying to let some time go away. And here we go. And they're trying to get it in the end zone, but run up the middle, and he's going to be short again. And that's going to be third down. Look at Tomlin. He just stands back there like,
nothing.
Interesting. That's how he stands. No emotion. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, and to do the same exact thing he did. That's why they're talking about last year. They're like, oh, the Vikings really missed out on not signing Rodgers. Like, why do you think that Rodgers wanted to go there? You know what I mean? I just don't. I'm not sure he did. I'm not sure he didn't. I don't know. I didn't ask him, but I just don't. I don't think it's like a for sure thing that he was trying to get there. And I can't see anyone showing like proof that like he was trying to go there, because that's how they act like they turned him down. Like, I don't think so. I don't think either was interested in each other either. I don't think the Vikings really wanted him either. I think they believed in McCarthy. You know what I mean? God bless him for it. Oh, here we go. Still have 2 downs. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, for this game over here. Second quarter over here, 21 seconds. This is a long, last 2 minutes of our first half. 11-play drive, 59 yards. They're going to try to push this thing. It looks like they're going to get in. What's the call? Touchdown! And the Dolphins players are heated. And there we go, 6-3 ball game. The Steelers punch it in. They've been pushing a lot of tushes today. 1 yard rushing touchdown, Connor Hayward. Look at that graph they got on him. He looks mad. Let's check this tush push right here. Yeah, that's just a good tush push right there, dude. That's how you want to do it. There we go. Scoreboard. You're taking over Philly. Someone's got to do it. You know what I mean? Minnesota, land of 0 traditions, 0 trophies. Here comes the extra point. It's up right down the middle. It's good. Rodgers doesn't want to steal from the poor or cheat on his. All right. And come on, let the hero worship of Favre go. Great player, small man. Hey, I'm not anyone advocating for Favre. When I talk about Favre, I'm talking about him as a player. He's got some stuff going on. I try not to, intend not to talk about it. But yeah, I'm not. I get you. I think we're on the same page now. I mean, you know what I mean. I don't know everything, so I'm not going to talk about it on here. But he's got some stuff. Let's just keep it moving over here. Here we go. We got a 7-3 ball game. And but we're about to go to halftime over here. But Rodgers and this Steelers offense, I feel like they're not going to lose. Here we go. What did Vinny do? Oh, right there. Vinny loves him some Brett Favre. You know what I mean?
I don't want to talk about that whole stuff either. But you know what? I like that graphic, so I like using it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you know what I mean? It is what it is. Here we go. Ivan said, love what Favre did in the field. Yeah, as a player, dude. I mean, back in the day, dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
Early Packer teams. Like, I remember I was like 16 when they won that Super Bowl, Super Bowl 31. And just watching, not just him, but that whole team that come together. It was awesome. It was awesome.
It was
but yeah, we got a 7-3 ball game right here. Aaron Rodgers and this Steelers offense. Do you think they're going to win this thing, Vinny? I feel like the Steelers won't be stopping this
I think the Steelers are going to win it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean, the Dolphins obviously not. What are they? They're 6-7, so it's not.
All
like
right, let me ask you this. Okay, going a little further. O.J. Simpson, right? All right, we know what he did, right? Is what he's
Allegedly.
wasn't proven, right? Allegedly, right?
I'm just kidding.
But when you look at him on the football field, he was a hell of a player, right?
Yeah.
Like this, so okay. I enjoyed seeing him play, enjoyed watching him play. I mean, I was young when he played,
Yeah. I mean, no, you
but
weren't.
still, I saw him
You were
jump
probably
over
like in your
suitcases.
30s.
Yeah, well, I saw him jump over more suitcases at an airport, more than anything, but
Yeah.
but still, I mean, that's one thing, what they
Well, yeah,
did in
there's
their
the thing about the
private
player on the
after
field and
the
off the
player,
field.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna knock what they achieved when they played,
Yeah. Here we go. Lynn Dickey is the most underrated quarterback in Packers history. He's a quarterback. He's like the last quarterback I don't really remember playing that much. I was a kid, so I've seen him play, but I wasn't like where I was like, hey, that's Lynn Dickey. And like, that was kind of like Don Mikulski when I started paying attention real close and like had favorite players. Because before that, the kids were around, but the adults watched football. At halftime, we would go out and play football in the yard or whatever. But we weren't like locked in, like knowledgeable. We wanted the Packers to win, but we didn't remember all the players' names. Maybe we were just a little stupid. I don't know.
Lynn Dickey was a good quarterback when players didn't want to play in Green Bay. That was a good way to put it. I mean, we were just not good that nobody wanted to play here. Yeah.
So we got Aaron Rodgers tonight, 13 of 14, 105 yards, 0 touchdowns, 5 of 8, 61 with an interception for Tua. So here we go. Didn't mean to. No, I get you. It's all good. It's all good, Gregor. You the man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't young when I watched OJ. Ivan was 47 when OJ last played his final season. That's what I heard. I don't know. He looked exactly the same back then.
Ivan and I were around when they
Kansas City,
invented the
6 seconds
game.
ago. They're going to see if the Dolphins can do something here. Probably not. They're going to run this thing right side, not trying anything fancy. Nice little run, little twist, spin move right there. That's about a 7-8 yard run. But this is going to end the first half over here. He still had James. James Lofton, John Jefferson, and Paul Kaufman. Yeah, dude, Ivan remembers stuff because he was 47 when it happened. But I'm just kidding. No, but Ivan does. I'll tell you, there's like just hanging out with Ivan and just talking football with him. Like he knows stuff. Like I don't remember. I don't really have a great memory. Like for remembering stats and like this stuff. Even like games I went to, like I didn't name. Somebody asked me like, how many games you go to last year? Like I couldn't even list them all. But Ivan do just remember stuff. I wish I remembered stuff. I forgot what I was even talking about right here. I think we're going to halftime over here, aren't we? All right, here we go. No, that's a compliment, Ivan. It's a compliment. First of all, I say you're old, but good memory. So how old can you possibly be if you have a stellar memory? You know what I mean?
He's got a good memory, still has his teeth, and he can drive at night yet. So he's got it all working for him.
He could play a good Santa Claus if things got tight for him, but I know you don't.
Yes, he could.
You know what I mean? I was a Packers fan when we lost all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
I was, but like I say, before that moment, we're at halftime here, and I'm going to step away here for a second. But before that moment of like when the Packers got good, like I was a kid and like I was a Packer fan. Like I say, I always watched, but I wasn't always like a diehard like I am now as an adult. But we were out partying anyways. But anyway, it's halftime. I have a halftime show. I made a video, just a few thoughts while I step away. So I hope you enjoy it. And you know what I mean? Come hang out for the second half, man. We got ourselves a 7-3 ball. This is a barn burner we got here. You know what I mean? Welcome to the Monday Night Football halftime show. You know what I mean? And I'm not redoing this again, man. This is like my third take on this. That's why I like doing stuff live. You know what I mean? Because then you just can't. You just keep it moving. Anyways, but I want to talk about this Packers situation. Micah Parsons getting hurt. Christian Watson injury doesn't seem to be as bad as people thought. Micah Parsons' injury is as bad as everyone thought. He's going to be out. He says September 1st he's going to come back. You know what I mean? He put that on Twitter, just kind of put September 1st. You know what I mean? Getting everyone fired up, whatnot. You know what I mean? But, we're going to find out, dude. But the defense has to come together. As far as the pass rush goes, he got all the attention. So now everyone, Cooper, Rashawn Gary, Van Ness is taking shots at account on Twitter, you know what I mean, that we're not going to mention. But because they're just talking trash, they're saying, this defense ain't going to do it. This defense ain't going to be good enough. These players ain't good enough. And they got to step up right now and show everyone that they're the Green Bay Packers. And we were hyped up about this Packers team before Micah Parsons got here, right? That was just kind of like the pudding on top. And it was one heck of a pudding, you know what I mean? He's a dynamic, awesome, great player. Still a Green Bay Packers. He's coming back next year. You know what I mean? So like, don't act like it's it's gone for forever. It's brutal though. It's, like I say, one of the most devastating injuries I remember since Aaron Rodgers got hurt all those years ago. So, and the offense got to pick it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's get the offense pushing the ball more downfield. You know what I mean? But when they got pressure a lot. Jordan Love had pressure an extreme amount of time. I forget. I just saw something like 58%. I saw on Twitter someone's talking about it. So they have to figure that out. You know what I mean? They have to stop that pass rush. So Jordan has enough time to throw. But I like Matt LaFleur's play call. I know a lot of people were dogging it, and I was early on. But I feel like he's getting a little better, pushing the ball downfield, not playing scared. And that's what they got to do. They got to put points on the board because the defense might be allowing more points now with a less of a pass rush, unless they can step it up, which I have faith that they can do. But like and people are like, next man up, and I'm with it. But sometimes you don't have a next man like that. You know what I mean? There's not that many Micah Parsons hanging around the NFL, let alone on the Packers. But I believe in Rashawn Gary. I think Rashawn Gary's motor is like, dude, he's a beast. You know what I mean? Van Ness is coming back off an injury. So let's see him. I think he'll slowly get healthier and be better over there. And I have faith in Van Ness, too. He was picked out high for a reason. Now it's time to show him, baby. Now it's time to show him. You know what I mean? This whole defense as a whole is secondary. Everyone step up, baby. We got to get it. It ain't over yet, baby. Everyone's counting you out. Everyone's counting you out. It's time for you to show the world that you are the Green Bay Packers. You know what I mean? Go back, go. You know what I mean? Thanks for watching the live stream. Big shout to Quick Trip, Nicolet Law, and everyone. Philly boy. Is he here yet? I talked to him. He's going to be late. You know what I mean? I wonder if he's here yet. But anyways, appreciate everyone watching the live stream. Be sure to tap that like button. You know what I mean? And share if you're feeling frisky about it. You know what I mean? And let Go Pack go. And let's get this dub on Saturday. And now I don't know. We're probably back in the commercial pretty soon. Maybe not. You know what I mean? Give me a few minutes. I'm probably paying. You know what I mean? Go Pack go. Here we go. We are back. You know what I mean? Great video. Thank you, Joanna. That's very nice. I tried to make that video a couple times. I kept messing up. Finally out. Because, when you do stuff live, you screw up, you just keep moving. But when it's not live, you feel like just stop and start over. But anyways, here we go. Oh, that was quite the speech, man. You know what I mean? Got to let them know. But, yeah, the Packers can, dude. The Packers can overcome. They just have to step up. And I think we have the guys to do it. But, that locker room's got to get fired up. And I guarantee they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to talk like they need to do this and they need to do that. Like, they know. You know what I mean? I work at a cheese factory. So I'm not trying to act like, you know what I mean? But I have faith in this team. I get the faith, you know what I mean? All right, so I'm going to scroll up on these comments, see if I missed anything. That's funny. Some of those. That was from way before. The 70s were the worst. Talking about the 80s were fun, said Ivan. He went to a lot of games back then, too. Saw a lot of pictures and stuff, you know what I mean? There we go. Go Pack, go, Stacy. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Let me know who has faith. Who in the chat? Who's watching right now? What do you think about this Green Bay Packers team? You got faith? You giving up? What do you think? Because I'm definitely not giving up, dude. Jordan Love is still there. Josh Jacobs is still there, dude. They got something. Even before they had Micah Parsons, I was hopeful about this defense. I thought this defense was going to be good. Micah Parsons obviously added a lot to it, but there's no reason to give up now. You know what I mean? I'm not giving up. What do you think, Ivan? Vinny?
Hey, these Bears fans think we're down and out? No. Hey, We may have a cut, we may be bleeding, but you know what happens when you have an animal that's bleeding? They get dangerous. Yeah. Dude, they back in the corner, we start growling. We start getting angry. You try to touch us, we'll take your fingers off.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is, dude. Packers, their back is against the wall. They had that loss, the NFC North. How it is, it's the Packers-Bears. Like, they're going to be fired up. Obviously, the Bears are going to be fired up, too. They're in a good situation. They had a big win. And they're, they got the Packers coming in at their home. The Bears are going to be fired up, too. You know what I mean? But we're going to see who's got it. You know what I mean? The Bears have injuries, too. So it's not like, the injury situation sucks. But it is what it is. You just have to go out there. And who's going to do it? And I think it's going to be the Green Bay Packers. I got faith in my team. That's all I want to say. Want to see Van Ness become the man. Yeah, and say he was fired up on Twitter because there's a Twitter page. I'm not going to say the name of it, but they kind of always kind of negative, and they just, send out puke. And he responded to it, and he was basically saying he's coming back from an injury. I forget exactly what he said, but I expect Van Ness. I think he is coming back from an injury, so I think he's going to not be 100% right away, but I feel like he's going to be a big part of this defense, And now it's time, dude. It's a good situation. And I think all those guys are going to be fired up. It's not like they're all nonchalant about it. They know the situation. I think Van Ness you're going to see the best of them, especially going down the stretch. It's far from over. We are good, says Mitch. You know what I mean? And Karen, got to keep the faith. Go, Pack, go. And then we got Stacy. I have faith. I'm here for the duration. You got to believe, you know what I mean? That's right, Vinny, you tell him. But yeah, dude, I mean, I don't think there's any reason to jump ship. I get people are like concerned, they're worried. And then that's just kind of how some people are. They kind of lash out and they're just like get like super toxic. But that's just what it is. There's no reason not to believe in this team. That they got the tools. It's brutal. I mean, just like when Tucker Kraft went down, brutal. Like that's what they're saying. The Packers have some major injuries and serious spots. Like players were very, very key players, but you just got to keep it moving. Musgrave taking over for Tucker Kraft. We'll see what they do with. I feel like Parsons' injury. It has to be, like you say, it has to be a cumulative. You know what I mean? It has to be a group effort.
Well, look,
not one player is gonna.
Kraft went down. Watson stepped up.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's next man up. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I think Love is going to get hot, and you're going to see a reversal now. Our defense carried us this far. Now our defense took a little bit of a hit. Now we still have a good defense. I mean, you're looking at
it's not like the defense is going to go to shambles.
Yeah, it's just Parsons. Yeah, we lost a big piece of it, but it's just Parsons. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say but
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it is a big part of the engine. Yes.
Yeah. But they can get it from other places. And they, it's not going to be as good. But you gotta, but who knows?
You're gonna see a reversal. So instead of the defense carrying us, I think the offense.
Oh yeah, the offense
is going to finally wake up, and this is where the offense carries us now. I'll bet you.
Yeah, I don't think the offense is bad. I feel like I like what they've been doing the last few weeks. I mean, obviously not perfect, but I do like that they were getting more aggressive, trying to push the ball down the field. But Luke says over here, get in the playoffs with 10 wins, one Super Bowl going in with 10 wins. That's what I'm saying. When someone, a Bears fan, was like trolling me, and he's like, the Packers will probably be the 7th seed now. I'm like, okay, I'm not mad about that. If there's 7, I want the Packers to make the playoffs. And the 1st and the 7th, dude, you lose one game and that you can bounce all around. So as long as they get in, the Packers have won the Super Bowl on the 7th seed. And I'm not saying like, oh, they did before, they'll do it this time too. But I'm just saying is like it can be done. We've seen it happen. If it's ever happened before, it can happen again. You know what I mean? So there's no reason to think it can't. And obviously, like every team, every fan that their team is going to the playoffs, they're all hopeful. No fan of their team going to the playoffs is like, oh, they're going to lose the first game. And maybe there's some because there's some weird people out there. But I think everyone's hopeful. And just get in the playoffs. Herm Edwards used to say that. Just get in the tournament, he used to call it. Just get in the tournament, get hot, and see what happens. You know what I mean? They just got to keep fighting. Just got to keep battling, you know what I mean? You got 1:10 left to go before the second half starts over here. And you know what I mean? I think I ran out of words to say. We got 286 folks watching live across all the places over here. Big shout out to people watching. We got, I don't know what's going on here with the Facebook situation. I don't think it's going to everyone on Facebook. But anyways, we're here. But, I'm hitting the wrong button. But, yeah, So what do you think about this game, Vinny? We got a 7-3 ball game about to come back from halftime. I think the Steelers are going to win this thing. You got the numbers on the screen right here for total yards. Almost the same for total yards. Turnovers, the Dolphins got one of those things. 10 first downs for the Steelers, 5 for the Dolphins. And you see the rest of the numbers there. But I think the Steelers are going to win this game. I feel like, first of all, the way, like, when Rodgers gives that smirk, I feel like he's about to light it up. They haven't been lighting up yet. Maybe they do in the second half. What are you thinking? I might try to get a prize pick.
I think the Steelers are going to still win. Yeah, Steelers are still going to win, but this is a very quiet game. I mean, compared to the games that, happened over the weekend, this is a very quiet game.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to try to...
But you're right, though. You are correct. I mean, when Rodgers is smiling or smirking, he doesn't usually lose those games. Yeah.
I'm going to try to get this thing off real quick. All right, dude, here's what I did. I didn't do it fast because it's about to run out of time because we're starting the third quarter here. But I took Aaron Rodgers 100.5 passing yards in the second half. I took the over. Devon Achane, I think I say his name wrong. I don't like saying it. But rushing, 34.5 rushing yards. I took the over. Metcalf, 24.5 receiving yards. I took the over because I think since it's about to pop off here in the second half, you know what I mean? And then Gainwell, 12.5 receiving yards. I took the over because he's been they've been using him a lot like that, you know what I mean? So and then Tua, 95.5 passing yards. I took the under on that one because
Rodgers is sitting at 13 for 14 for 105 right now.
Yeah, this is all for the second half.
Oh, for second half, he's got to.
Okay, just second half.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because you can if you're late. But anyway, here we got the Steelers going to return this thing from the 5-yard line. They're at the 20, 25. He's going to go down to about 29. But yeah, you can make picks like before the second half starts. I barely got it in by like seconds.
Gotcha.
Not to mention the Packers have been awful at home in the playoffs. We're traveling, baby. Yeah, and maybe that's that's why I think sometimes like getting the number 1 seed isn't always good because you have that bye, and sometimes it actually hurts you. There are other teams that I've seen they're on a roll and then they have that week off, kind of hurts them. So sometimes you think maybe the number 1 isn't the best, but and it goes by like if you're seeded like you're the 6th seed, but now you get to play a team that's favorable matchup for you. So sometimes it's not always best to have the top seed. Sometimes it works out better. Like I say, even as a matchup for the teams that you'll play against. But here we go, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to hand this thing off, and they're going to be going to run right side a little bit, and he's got about 5 yards, maybe 6 on that. Yeah, I got what you said, Lucas. You know what I mean? Luke. I don't like to call you Lucas. But here we go, Luke. I've had 2 tree. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 of them. You know what I mean? Here we go, 14:33 to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and 4. So Philly boy said about 9 o'clock. So he'll be over here about 9, maybe by the end of the third quarter. We should get a graphic on the screen waiting for Philly. Make him feel all special when he gets here.
He said he'd yell at Ivan and I, so I mean, I'm supposed to be excited. He's coming to yell at me?
Yeah, because then it'll make him feel good. And that's what we do. We make people feel good. Not you, but other people.
Hell with Vinny, yeah.
You're the producer, not supposed to feel good.
You're a nobody.
So here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to be shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off. They're trying to get this first down, and they do. On 3rd and 1, they run it right up the middle. 13:40 to go in that third quarter. I had 2 tree as well, you know what I mean? I worked 3 days this week, then I'm off for like 10.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got that going for me.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I will never believe home playoff games at Lambeau in January is a bad thing. Oh, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't, I think you'd rather play at home. We have a run over here, right side come Gainesville, and he bounces off a guy at the first down. He's still running down the sideline. Big time player. I got to be quiet. My wife's sleeping. That was a big time play. I'll run it right side. But yeah, I'm not saying, you don't want to play at home, but I'm saying sometimes the matchups. But the first round, and not just the Packers, I've seen other teams do it, where like the Colts back in the day used to do it all the time. They'd be on an absolute streak. They'd sit their guys like the last week, then they'd have a first round bye, then they'd come out and lose, usually to the Patriots. But it's like, it happens. I'm not saying that you want to cheer for this or cheer for that, but sometimes even though you don't get what you want, it works out for you because just matchups and whatnot. But I'm with you. The Packers definitely want to play at Lambeau as much as they can. And they talk about that a lot when they're talking about the playoffs. Matt LaFleur's been talking about that, when people ask him questions about this playoff seed and whatnot. They want to play at Lambeau. But here we go, first down and 10. Gainwell, dude, I like him. He looks pretty legit. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center here. They're inside the 25-yard line already, and that's Gainwell, and he's got he makes the dude miss, comes at his leg, kind of just doesn't go down. Almost looks like an Aaron Jones type of back. What do you guys think? I like Gaineswell. He does look a little bit Aaron Jones, like, how he just doesn't go down, kind of goes low to the ground, and that's what I think, you know what I mean? Why do the Steelers pretend Gainwell isn't the better back? You know what I mean? I like him. He sticks out more than, what's his face? Exactly. You know what I mean? Second down and 7. Here you go. Aaron Rodgers. They're at the 19-yard line. He's going to be under center. He's got a man in motion. Gainesville, I believe, still in the backfield. And he's going to hand up play action. Aaron Rodgers looking to throw. He goes towards the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Is that MVS? Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. I forgot he played for the Steelers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post on Facebook right now, MVS. Back in the day, because everyone always hated on MVS, whenever he had a big play, I'd just go on Facebook and write MVS. People are like, they should cut him, kill him. Even after a big play, so we'll throw it back, you know what I mean? See what happens. We'll never know. Here we go. Here we go. Gainwell is such an on-point name for a running back. Yeah, he gains well. No, is that his name or are you talking about his play? No, both. The Green Bay Steelers. All right. And here comes the extra point. Up. Good. So that's a 14-3 ball game. There we go. MVS. I do like MVS. I feel like he got, a lot of hate in Green Bay. And I get it because he had some drops and whatnot, but I feel like it was a little extra, like, you know what I mean? Especially like on social media, people are kind of crappy to him. But here we go. All right, so Hammer to chat. What you want to talk about? 14-3 ball game. Steelers got control of this thing. I'd never doubted the Steelers were going to lose this thing. Once Aaron Rodgers started doing that little smirk thing he's got going on, when he's fired up and he looks like he's having fun, I feel like he's just about to light it up. I'm glad they're using him now. Yeah, and then that's the thing, too, that not just Aaron Rodgers, like their run game has been good. I don't know exactly, but I got it right over here, you know what I mean? All right, we got Gainwell's 5 carries, 44 yards, and Kenneth receiving, he's got 6 catches, 41 yards. I'm trying to see the other running back, but who cares, I guess, you know what I mean? But they got a nice run game going over here. We got 14 of 15, 124 yards, 1 touchdown, Aaron Rodgers. 14 of 15. That's a nice stat line right there, you know what I mean? And we're throwing in the chat the ways to donate for Warm Kids Wisconsin over here. They help kids in need who can't get coats and boots and snow pants and whatnot. The QR code's right down on the screen, but also all the links in the chat right now, ways to donate. And they also have an Amazon wish list, so you can actually go on Amazon and just buy the coats from there or whatever. But or boots and whatnot. So so let's do some good, people. If you're feeling frisky and you got it, donate, go to Amazon, or just donate on PayPal and Venmo. The links are in the comment section. Chicago game Saturday night, over under on petty crime in the Soldier Field area. I don't know. I think you gotta go the over on that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Here we go. But yeah, there we go. Let's reload over here. We gotta reload. Look at that. All right. I like that graphic right there. The Bears still suck. All right, good throws by Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's been on, dude. 1 incompletion in this game. And we're in the second half over here. There has to be some for Aaron Rodgers and MVS get a touchdown together. After all the years, Rodgers at the end of his career. MVS still, kind of bouncing around teams a little bit. Mariah, I said I've had 2 tree, okay? We all have. But we have a flag on the play on this. On the kickoff over here. First down and 10, and here comes that Miami Dolphins offense, you know what I mean? I'm not sure I see what the flag was, but we'll see what's going on here. Aaron Rodgers all snuggled up in his little jacket there, you know what I mean? 14 to 15, 124 yards, touchdown.
Do you think that's an actual jacket?
They're talking about,
is that an actual jacket, or is that one of those Snuggies that they advertise this time of year?
Jacket.
Oh, okay.
Look at Aaron Rodgers' career all-time rank. He's like 5th in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, he's up there. He's up there, baby. A-Rod's doing A-Rod's things. Yeah, he's getting after it right here. That boy is good. And this Dolphins defense isn't making it easy either. It's not like he's playing. I mean, they are 6 and 7, but I feel like they're playing up. Here you go, Tua under center. He's going to hand this thing off left side. Steelers defense all over it, not letting them get nothing on that. Maybe about half a yard. You know what I mean?
Get nothing.
You get nothing. You know what I mean? Not you, Mariah. Cameron Hayward, 225th career game. I missed the rest of it, but he's an old fella too. Old fella. Younger than me. This guy's old. Way younger than Vinny over here.
Hey.
Here we go. Tua's going to be shotgun over here, 2nd down and 10. And he's going to be back to throw. They're looking to throw quick. I don't think he does, though, but he's going to get it off, and that's going to be about 3 yards. Maybe 4 yards on that. Quick pass over here.
I swear to God, man.
No one
you
must
make
be
fun
open
of
downfield because he's just dumping this thing off. Here we go, 3rd and 6.
You make fun of me 19, 20 more times, I'm out of here. That's
You know what I mean? Should I mute him? You're out of here now, bud. No, I unmuted you. You're all right. Play the Bears still suck. All right, so Vinny, this is like time to make your pay.
Well, can you hear me?
Troy, why you do this?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure because it still said it was muted on my side. So here, okay.
Play the Bears still suck.
All right, here we go.
We got
The Bears still suck. The Bears
they do this at work, you know what I mean?
The Bears still suck.
Starting to trend over here, baby.
Really.
It's 4th down over here in this game right here.
The Bears still suck.
There you go, Troy. You know what I mean?
And even the bear dances like you. Did you notice
Yeah,
that?
the bear. I didn't even do that on purpose either. I just, that's how I've always done it. But yeah, that's a big time sack for the Steelers defense over here. Ramsey came out, dude, and lit him up. And Tua goes down for a big sack, and that's 4th down. Here comes the putt. 4th and 18. It's a rocket ball. I think we're going to have a return here from about the 15-yard line. And he's going to cut it up the middle, try to he hit the circle button. Didn't work out for him, though. And they're going to get to about the 23-yard line. Yeah! My wife's sleeping. What the hell's going on down there? My wife's like, my bedroom is like right above this. Not really a good place to put it, but it was like the only good spot. So what are you going to do? But anyways, we're at commercial.
I should give you some soundproof panels to put in your ceiling. It'll muffle the sound.
It don't matter. She listens to the TV on like 1,000 anyways. I can't even sleep at night. Just Golden Girl screaming in my face. But here we go, 14-3 ball game. And there we go. I don't have nothing to say right here. Hammer the chat. We have 310 folks watching live across all the places right now. You know what I mean? We got some good people over here. We got one watcher on Twitch. So where are you at? Where are you at, Shad, bro? Stacey said on your live feed Saturday, my prediction is 20 trolls between the Bears, Lions, and Vikings. Yeah, dude, they're gonna be there. That's what's funny about it too, because like Bears fans will be in my chat and their team is playing. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
My
Oh, well, I'm
prediction is
sure by now she's used to it. She is. Like my wife doesn't really care. She never complains.
See, I
But
think
try to
my
do-
prediction is going to be Stacy will be like 10 drinks in. She's going to be lit up a little, and she's going to lay into those trolls on Saturday. I'll bet you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Fire it up. But yeah, my wife doesn't really care. But I'd still try to be quiet. So. Matt, what happened to your pigeon hibernate? No, it's still there, dude. They don't come out as much in the cold, but like you can hear them. You know what I mean? Are you talking about the one on the screen? I don't know.
Even the one on the screen.
screen.
Okay, to explain, because I've got the extra graphics because of Christmas, it's kind of overloading EV Mux, so I had to cut back on some of the
You
graphics.
don't have to give the whole strategy.
Oh, yeah. it's bebop boop stuff. Bebop boop boop.
Yeah, we
boop,
had too much
bebop, boop
graphics.
stuff,
So
yes.
something had to get cut. The pigeon had to go. You know what I mean? And next summer, I'm going to try to get rid of this pigeon, the real one outside.
Yeah, Matt took them for a ride. Yeah.
Dude, like last year, I hit them with the hose, not when they were home, but their nest, like when they were out and about. And I thought they'd be like, oh, it's ruined. They'll just move on. But they're like, no, it'll dry. So pigeons are, they're tough birds. They're not tough as they are in New York. Those pigeons are crazy. The ones we have here are soft. Living in my house on my porch. New York, they're on the streets. They run up on you and steal your burger. But here we go. We're coming back from commercial over here.
They pull a
Tomlin's all fired
switchblade
up.
on you. They pull a switchblade. Give me your wallet.
I know, right? Aaron Rodgers gonna be in shotgun. 22-game home win streak on Monday Night Football. Last loss 1991 for the Steelers. Holy crap. Aaron Rodgers, quick pass right here, and that's going to be to Metcalf, and he's going to make no one miss, and that's going to be about 5 yards. Thought he was going to break that thing. I need the over on the old prize picks over there. You know me too well, Vinny. It's the Jersey girl on me. You know what I mean? You gotta let him know. 2nd down and 5. We'll get right back to that comment. Aaron Rodgers is going to toss this thing right side real quick, and that's going to be about 2 yards on that. What Aaron Rodgers always said when we were struggling is he always said, relax. I still believe in our team. It's time to show the world that we still have it in us. Absolutely. One of the great quotes from Aaron Rodgers.
5 letters here. Just for everybody out there in Packerland and yourself today. RELAX. Relax.
There you go, Vinny on the spot right there. 4th down and 3. The Steelers threw it deep. I thought there was a penalty on that play. That's why I didn't say nothing. Yeah, he was looking for a flag, I think, on MVS. So, yeah, MVS kind of pulled up. And we got pulled a little bit. He thought there would be a flag. I think that's why Rodgers threw it there. And that was 3rd down and 3, so now it's 4th down. But now there is a flag on the defense. 12 men on the field, that's what it was. Because I knew that Rodgers thought there was a penalty. I don't think he thought about that pass interference. I thought he knew there was 12 men on the field. You know, obviously Rodgers is the master at that.
And is
that Monday Night Football stat is actually insane. It is. Like when I read that on the screen, I was like, huh? How have they not lost on Monday Night Football since 1991? Because the Steelers were always, they don't have losing seasons. So they're probably on Monday Night Football, somewhat reasonably a lot, maybe not a ton at certain years, but they're always like over 500. But here we go, 1st down and 10. Rodgers going to be on the center. He's got a man in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to that man, and he's got a little bit of room. That's Gaineswell over here for a 1st down. Depending on where they mark and they are, it's going to be a 1st down and 10. 8:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dude, feed him the rock. That boy is good. I don't know. Is he a rookie? Who is Gainesville? Let's find out who Gainesville is. Someone Google it for me. Tua has 65 passing yards. My goodness. I took the under on him on the passing yards in the second half. Here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle by Gainesville, and that's going to be a 1st down because he didn't get the 1st down before, but he does now. 2nd and 1, and a nice little 6-7 yard scamper in there. Yeah, they had too many on the field over there. It's crazy the similarities this season from 2010 Super Bowl year. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Aaron? Here we go.
He
Aaron
was
Rodgers back to throw. Quick pass. That's going to be completed near the 40-yard line, and that's going to be second down.
Gainwell was drafted in the 2021 draft in round 5, pick 150 by Philadelphia.
I believe Aaron Jones is also a 5th-round pick.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is his 5th season. Yeah.
I like him. I like him, you know what I mean? Here we go. Aaron Rodgers switching some stuff up here. 2nd down and 6. Third quarter yards, 100 for the Steelers, -8 for the Dolphins. Dolphins are not having a good time, you know what I mean? They're probably freezing. 6:46 to go. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers back to throw. He's going to fireball this thing. Almost intercepted. It was. No. Almost intercepted. Hey, almost don't count except for horseshoes and hand grenades there, bud. He played for the Eagles. He has a ring. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I like him. I like his style, how he plays. But looking at this almost interception, that was very, very close. But, yeah, that ball clearly hits the ground. That ball gains well, you know what I mean? He gains well. 3rd down and 6. 6:39 to go in the third quarter. Aaron Rodgers, he looks serious right here. So Gainesville is not on the field. They have the other guy, the starter. Okay, whatever. The play clock is going down, so the Steelers call a timeout. 6:39 to go in the third quarter.
Oh, okay.
Dolphins, you suck, dude. The Dolphins, I have a buddy who's a Dolphins fan, so you know. And I do like their coach. I think their coach is hilarious. But they're not playing good football right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know all the details. Like, do they have injuries? Who's this? What up, bro? Hey, man, you guys, you're stinking up the joint. You're down 14-3 to the Steelers. Get in there and play some football if you want. Make it competitive. We're trying to be okay, whatever. Just get out of here. Try to talk to this guy. You know, you can't talk to him. 3rd down and 6. 6:39 to go in the third quarter. I'm actually rooting for the Steelers, though.
You guys do realize that he does this to entertain me, though, too. You know that.
Here we go. 3rd down and 6. Aaron Rodgers. He's back there. He's in shotgun. He's got Gainwell to his left, but he's like far to his left. Now he's moving. He's in motion. Now he's going to be to his now he's going to go on the line. You know, an empty backfield back here. Here comes Aaron Rodgers back to throw, and it's completed. Big time 1st down, and that's to the 25-yard line. And that's going to be his tight end. What's that, Friedmirth? I don't think I said his name. I'm just trying to read the back of his jersey. They may have to move on from Tua. Yeah, it's just not working there. It almost seems like they got to blow that thing up. But I don't know. I like the coach, but it's not working. You know what I mean? And I like him. When I say I like him. His press conferences. I really don't, pay attention too super close to the Dolphins, other than like watch parties and whatnot. But he's supposed to be like that creative kind of guy. But it's not working. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers shotgun. He's got a man to his left, a man in motion back there, and he's gonna hand this thing off right side to Gainesville. He's gonna try to make some people miss. Too many people though. You can't make all those people miss, and that's gonna be a loss of about a yard. There we go. 322 folks watching right here. Live across Auto Place. Appreciate you. Oh, look at this guy. He looks cold. Dude, just imagine living in Miami and then have to go to Pittsburgh to play a football game outside. That's insane.
I think
I
it
couldn't
was
imagine
pronounced...
living in Miami, though. All that heat. Ugh.
I think that guy's name was pronounced Fryermuth. Fryermuth?
There you go. I had no business even trying to pronounce that thing. Aaron Rodgers going to be in shotgun. A man to his right. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a pocket, but it's collapsing. He's seeing ghosts. He throws it right side. Oh, almost, but I think that same guy, 88, we'll call him, he kind of tripped up, kind of slowed down. Wasn't there. I'm not sure the pass was on anyways. But there we go. Let's see that chat over here. Jesse, one player that the Packers should pick up is J.J. Watt. He is like a Parsons, has all the skills just like Parsons does. I know his dream was to play for the Packers. It would be cool. He definitely would be there instantly. I mean, if he's ever freed up, like right now he's got like a collapsed lung or something.
Yeah, he just had surgery for a collapsed lung. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully he's all right with that. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind him being a Packer someday. 3rd down and 11. Aaron Rodgers, quick pass. Oh, completed. That's the Metcalf. Pushes him off. Says, get off me, dog. Keeps moving. That's a touchdown. He had no business getting a touchdown on that play. Oh, my goodness. And the Pittsburgh Steelers pile it on. He's high-fiving fans across over by the stands over there. It's 20-3, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are having a good time right here. Aaron Rodgers absolutely lighting up. DK Metcalf, 28-yard touchdown reception, and like, they had him. I don't know. He just bounced off. Dude kind of pushed him off and said, let's keep her moving over here, and then ran in for the touchdown. That was a great play right there. That was awesome, Dan. What do you think? That was a beautiful thing. 4:58 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Good throw by Rodgers because there was dude, he ran across, just barely didn't get that tipped in. Here comes the extra point. It's going to be good. But, yeah, Rodgers barely got that. He fireballed that thing. Defender was diving. You know, he had 2 guys, but that safety, I believe it was running across and almost got a hand on that. But that was a good touchdown right there. 21-3 ball game. DK Metcalf. Yeah, TJ Watt had surgery on his lung, not JJ Watt. Yeah. Oh, did they say? I confused that whole comment then. I thought they said TJ Watt. But anyways, I'm stupid. But yeah, TJ Watt did. Hopefully he gets better. But JJ Watt, I think he's done. I think he's all, he's good with it. But anyways, we're gonna go to commercial. We will be right back. You know what I mean? Thanks for watching.
I think what clients appreciate most about their experience with Nicolet Law is just the way that we've handled their case. What we're able to do with our level of expertise is really level that playing field and say, no, here's what you need to give us because here's what's been taken from our client. If you've been injured in the Midwest, call Nicolet Law. We truly care about our clients, and we work very, very hard to make sure that we hold insurance companies and large corporations accountable for what they take from our clients.
Any news, Dan?
Not yet.
I love you.
We're here for you. Quick Trip. Celebrate the season with Quick Rewards Holiday Haul. Unwrap the joy of free offers every day with any in-store purchase. Just add the offer to your Quick Rewards account and start saving. Don't miss out. Bring home some holiday cheer today.
Yeah, we have fun with our commercials. We have fun at the events that we sponsor. Still kicking the dust off my boots from the last event. But when it comes to our cases and our clients, we get serious because we know it matters. It matters what we do in the courtroom, it matters what we do in our office. Their family, their livelihood, their health, it depends on what we do. We take that serious.
All right, we are back. I got sidetracked. I was looking at social media, at my posts I made on Facebook. But here we go. We're having a kickoff over here. We're going to have a return over here, but not a good kick over here. He's still only going to get to about the 28-yard line. Not a great kick. I think that was like near the 10-yard line. But here we go. But yeah, here we go. I kind of misunderstood that question over there earlier. But here we go. Luke, Jesse, you mean the 36-year-old retired J.J. Watt, dude? Yeah, he's not playing. I think at that position, it's harder to come back. It's not. I get that a lot of people like it. Like talking about even like Clay Matthews type of situations. I just don't think it's going to happen. But I it's fun to talk about. But I just don't think any of that. But here we go. Tua worries me. He just hasn't been the same since his concussion. I wonder how his health will be later on in life. Yeah, he had some very scary concussions, so that's obviously a thought over here. But the Dolphins, they got nothing going on. Their defense is locking them up. I don't know if that was a throw or a run left side. I think it was a screen to the left, and they're all over that. Second down and 12. Dolphins eliminated after this win. I mean, they are like, what are they, 6-7? Yeah, they'd be 6-8. Can't imagine it. I don't know if they're eliminated officially, but look at third quarter yards, -10 for the Dolphins, 143 for the Steelers. It's 2nd and 12, 4:26 to go in that third quarter. But they're done though. Whether it's mathematically, I don't know the whole AFC lineup, but it seems reasonable that they would be. We're gonna have two over here. A little bit of a pistol. I don't even know what this formation is. But here we go. They got a man in motion. Tua back that throw, and that's going to be tipped and almost intercepted. But it's incomplete, and that's going to be 3rd down and 12. And this Steelers defense is getting after it. This Steelers team, just in general, they came to play. They're in Pittsburgh. I mean, I do think that there's a huge advantage playing Miami in the cold. People can say, well, this player is from this place, so he's used to the cold. But yeah, when you're living in 50 degree. I don't know what the temperature is in Miami right now, but I know they get a little bit chilly this time of year for them. But you're not used to, like, I don't know what the temperature is in Pittsburgh either, but it's cold. It's too cold for Miami, folk. I know that. 3rd down and 12. Tua's back that throw. He's looking left. He's looking middle. He's running out of time. He's got pressure. He's running left. Oh, and he goes down for the sack. He doesn't get rid of it. And there you go, the Steelers defense. This is over, dude. 4th down. 4th down. Yeah, Tua. I wanted to say guys are trash, but yeah, he is not. I don't know. He's just not on. He got to get rid of that ball. You got to throw it out. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's 4th down, but now you just made it more for the punter to do.
An update for you, Matt. The current temperature in Pittsburgh is 15 degrees.
Yeah, so 15 degrees. What's it in Miami right now?
One second, I'll have that for you. I'll have it for you in 1 second.
Here we go. The Steelers are going to return this punt. And he's running left side. He's trying to get a little room. He doesn't get it. He's going to get to about the 33-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Do you think the Pack will activate Sorrell? He was so emotional when they picked him at the draft. He was there in Green Bay till the end for the draft. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I kind of forgot about him. What do you think?
Right now, well, I'd be cool.
Oh, tell me the temperature first.
The temperature in Miami is 70 degrees.
Yeah, 70 degrees and you go to 16. But they have a penalty over here. That was an illegal block in the back. So Tua, 6 of 10, 65 yards, 1 interception. But yeah, Will said, what do you think about Sorrell, Vinny? I forgot all about him.
I think it would be cool because she is right.
I mean,
he was pretty excited to get picked. Yeah.
What's going on with him? Like
I can find out. Let me do some research.
Yeah, they're like, is he a guy? I don't know. I just forget. But is he a guy that they're kind of like letting him get ready and like saying that? Yeah, I forgot. Or did he get hurt? I don't know. As cousin Randy, excuse me. There we go. Ivan is back. You know what I mean? I'm going to step away just for a second so I grab it. You don't have to go to commercial. I'm just going to grab it real quick. I'll be right back. You can say something, though. Keep meditating, you know what I mean?
All right. While Matt steps away, I'm going to be checking out for the Sorrel. But tonight, look for periods of cloudiness and continued dark until tomorrow morning, where it'll get light. That's your weather report, by the way. No, I hope everybody's entertained. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you guys enjoyed the stats on the side, something a little different right here. I want to remind everybody that the Packer-Bears game on Saturday, there will be a Christmas special with Les. I'm looking for the Matt Ramage guy. So there will be a Christmas special at halftime. So
yeah, that's enough of that. Sorry about that. You had to hear him talk. But I am back. I'm just kidding.
There's so much love. There's so much love. No, that's right. It's all in
shot the video over here. Yeah. But here we go. Dolphins are mediocre. They're below sea level. Dude, I think maybe even worse than that. I mean, how they're playing tonight. Yeah. They're not good. I don't know. Like I feel like they got to rebuild the whole thing. Or at least reload. I don't know. What do you think about what's his face as a coach? What's the Dolphins coach name?
Daniels?
Yeah, isn't it McDaniels? Is it Daniels? I don't know. Either way, Daniels is in there. But we know football. We know ball over here. But I like him, but I don't know. Is he a good coach?
I like him, but I don't know if he's a fit in Miami anymore. You know,
or do they not have the tools that makes his offense go? Because that's the thing about your offense, even Matt LaFleur's offense. Like, you can have guys like you could be a great coach, but if you don't have the guys to run the offense how you want to run it, it makes it harder. You know, that they're not the right style, they're not the right pieces. I'm not sure if that's the situation or if he's just, I don't know. But here we go. Rodgers going to toss this thing. Oh, dropped on a little screen over here right side, and that's going to be 2nd and 10. 3:08 to go in that third quarter.
Would he be a better coordinator instead of a head coach, do you think?
I don't know. I like him having press conferences. He needs to be a head coach. You know what I mean? He's funny. He's hilarious. He is.
Yes, Ivan. Christmas special. That's right. Les gets visited by the ghost of Christmas.
There you go. We got ourselves a Christmas special popping off over here in the Matt Ramage show. Look at the third quarter. 17 plays, 6 for the Dolphins. 17 for the Steelers. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and that is not Gainwell, so it does not gain well. That's about a 1-yard rush over here.
Oh, clever.
I'm pretty good with that. That was pretty good.
That was clever. That was.
I mean, I should be on ESPN. I should be on.
I wouldn't go that far, but I did.
Oh, we got Philly boy in the building.
Oh my God!
Hey, I'll tell you right now. I asked Vinny to make a graphic for you. Is it waiting on Phil? And he said, absolutely freaking not. Screw that man. Not in those words, but let's spice it up a little bit. Aaron Rodgers is in shotgun right here. Empty backfield. 3rd down and 8. Play clock's down to 1. Rodgers gets the snap. Quick pass left side, and can he get to the first down marker? He cannot. And that's 4th down and about 1. That's a long one. Matt, the ghost of Christmas drunk. You know what I mean? Should be you. Hey Matt, can you send some cheese curds to southern New Mexico? I don't know if cheese curds travel that well. You know what I mean? You know how many times people ask me to send them stuff? I don't know you're kidding, but people ask me send them spotted cow and cheese curds and string cheese and all this stuff. But we have a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 20. First down over here. Look at he's. Dude, the Dolphins are doing everything wrong. I don't really see what the penalty is. I think that was a bad call. Ramage would be awesome on ESPN for the record. Put some respect back on the name, you know what I mean? I think that'd be all right. Let me be different. Pack them in the blue ice since it's going to New Mexico. Yeah, they had to pack up. Ivan will do that for you. You know what I mean? First down and 10. We got 2 minutes to go in the third quarter over here. How we feeling tonight, Ben? How you feeling, Ivan? What's up, Dark Arts Poker? What's up, Ralph? Let's have some fun over here. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center. They're at the 43-yard line over here. And he's going to hand this thing off, and they're going to try to cut it. Oh, that's gains well, and it does gain well. And it's almost a first down on first down, so that's going to be 2nd down and about 1. Gains well. Guess what he does? He gains well. Keep him in the ball game. Or we got that one right here. I've traded craft beer across the nation, but be careful. Some states it's illegal to ship booze. Yeah, I have too. I've got a lot. I have some buddies who are home brewers that sent me some stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be comfortable shipping stuff. I don't think I'd do it right, and I'd ruin a bunch of people's
bootleg.
Stuff. We got a first down over here though. They're going to run it right side. But yeah, because if it breaks and it's in a truck or whatever because you didn't pack it right, and now you're ruining someone else's stuff because it's leaking all over it or whatever, I think you'd probably get in trouble. I didn't realize it too. When I was on the plane coming back from New York, someone gave me a bottle. I don't think I have it down here. But I have it upstairs yet. But it's a bottle of, I forgot what it is, bourbon or something.
Well,
but I just threw it in my suitcase and wrapped it with clothes and stuff. And someone was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. And I was like, oh. They didn't check, so.
If you're going to deliver a match, you need a semi and a Trans Am. There you go.
Here we go. Aaron Rodgers out of shotgun. He's be play action. He's looking to throw. He's rolling right. Still looking downfield. He's cocking that thing, and now he's going to run. He's going to get a couple yards, but there's a flag on the play. I received all kinds of beers and booze through the mail. Yeah, I've gotten some. I just don't know if I'm confident enough that I'm good enough to do it. And I had before a couple times. But Rodgers is yelling at the whole Dolphins sideline, dude. What's going on? Let's see what this flag is. This seems like something got spicy. Illegal shift. Offense. So that was on the Steelers. Rodgers is laughing at the Dolphins sideline. What's going on? Smokey and the Bandit reference. I think I missed it.
Oh, that was when I said the semi and the Trans Am.
Oh, all right. I thought it was something else. I thought it was like Knight Rider.
Yeah, come on. Work with me, man. Come on.
I don't understand old people references. You know what I mean? I'm not that old. Some Wisconsin cheese curds with some Hatch, New Mexico green chili. Chef's kiss. There you go.
Sounds good.
I will, Phil. I'll do anything for pizza, but I won't do that. 20 yards. That's funny. All right, here we go. I'm not sure. I love flying out of Wisconsin with a 12er of new glares bought at the airport. It's legal, but the looks are priceless. Yeah, they do sell that stuff at the airport. I've seen that. Pretty sure it's legal. My wife needs an extension to her wine rack thanks to bottles showing up via the mail. There you go. So it is legal. Meatloaf reference. What's going on? Oh, yeah. I did get that one. Yeah. I won't do that. All right. But that's not old. That's not
true.
old, Vinny. You're making reference about...
Well, I hate to break it to you. That's, 30 years now? So that is kind of old.
Well, it's not that old. Meatloaf. No, it's not like your level old.
Oh my God!
Have you seen Elvis perform?
Yes, I've seen Elvis. Well, I didn't see him perform, but yeah, he was alive when I was alive. Yeah.
He was singing while you were still alive, and that's the barometer right there. If Elvis Presley was performing,
dude, Bruce Lee was alive while I was alive. Yeah,
you were old.
Yeah,
because my mom's a big Elvis fan, so that's how I in my mind. If you like Elvis, you're old. Because my mom's old. I don't mean that in a bad way, but she's my mom, you know what I mean? Your parents are older than you. When you're a kid, you think they're old. She's still in her prime, though, you know what I mean? 1993, 32 years ago. So there you go. That's a good song, too. Most people don't even know what it means. They're like, I won't do that. And I saw like a copy of it or whatever, how they say that someone kind of makes it their own. I didn't like it.
Oh, and they remix or whatever.
Yeah, or like a parody or whatever you want to say, or
they do a cover.
I can't think of the right word.
A cover of it.
There you go.
Yep.
Cover.
Yeah.
Cover. And I didn't care for it, though. I think it's perfect just how it is.
Everybody liked it, but you won't do that? Okay.
I remember when Elvis came to the Brown County area. Brown County Arena, he said. Brown County Arena. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Super old.
That's right,
like
man. He was rocking and rolling there, baby.
It's like a senior standing over here. Where's my young people at? Let's throw your ages out here in the comment section. I'm just kidding.
No, actually, that's a good idea.
Next Monday,
let's
the Niners and the Colts with Phillip Rivers. Next Monday Night Football is going to be a good one. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. First down and 15. Oh, quick pass. Aaron Rodgers on a little slant. He breaks it. It's going to be a first down inside the 30-yard line. So let me ask this, Phil. How was the movie screen? You're screening a movie? What's going on there?
Yeah, what kind of movie was it, or what movie? Yeah.
Yeah, what were you screening? I want to know. Let's get nosy over here. That was a good play by the Steelers right there, though. Quick slant. Aaron Rodgers is going to be in a shotgun over here. He's got a man to his right. It's first down and 10, 14, 33 to go in the fourth quarter. Inside the 30-yard line at the 29 over here. Got a man in motion. And Roger's going to hand this thing off. They're going to run this thing up the middle. He's going to get about 4 yards on that. It's like, I get that one. I don't know. I don't think I got it. I was more grateful Dead fan back in the day than Elvis. There you go. You know what I mean? I respect that. You know, I like from back then Johnny Cash. I didn't watch him live though. But he was still doing it because obviously he passed not that long ago. But when the Johnny Cash movie came out, that's when I started liking Johnny Cash because I was a kid. My mom used to listen to him back in the day, and everything she listened to I thought sucked. But then as an adult, I watched the movie and I was like, oh, that's some good stuff. Here we go. 2nd and 5. Aaron Rodgers back to throw. He's going to toss this thing right side. First down for the Pittsburgh Steelers inside the 15-yard line. But yeah, so I like me some Johnny Cash. You know what I mean?
Matt's got a ring of fire.
We didn't ask you to sing. But here we go. Bad Out of Hell was 1977.
That was a very good album, though. Yes, very good album.
Yeah. Here we go. Proud Gen X, 77 born and analog, gave the world digital. You know what I mean? Represent. I was born in 79. 1979. Yep. The 70s were a wild time for all of us, as I always say.
Well, you got, what, half a year of it, right?
That's the joke, Vinny.
I know it's a joke. Well, I was born in 70, so I got to experience the whole thing.
You didn't experience nothing. 10 years. That's it.
Ivan's with me. Blizzard of 78, Ivan. Come on. Back me up.
I like AC/DC.
Billy probably remembers that. He should be old enough to remember that.
AC/DC was, I think probably one of the best bands to ever live as far as, like, that genre of rock. I mean, to me, obviously everyone has a different opinion. People like Metallica, be like, whatever. I'm not saying you're wrong. But, like, for me, my favorite, AC/DC, like, dude,
the original singer or the second singer?
All of them.
Both of them. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm not that diehard where I could even probably tell. I mean, I probably can, but I don't know. Not like, you know. But I remember the 70s, smoking weed, wearing Bobby Brady pants. I've been over here sharing too much. Dude, how old are you? Like, for real? I joke, but I'm like, dude, I'm starting to wonder. Like, he's like, the 60s were crazy.
No, Ivan was class of 84. 84, so.
No, I think he fought in World War II.
He's got me by 4 years. That, if I'm correct, Ivan, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think he's way older than you. I don't know. Like, he seems old, but you like see pictures of him in the 90s, you know he's not that old. You know what I mean? But but then every time he says stuff, because sometimes the stuff like isn't as far long away as it seems it is, and then when people talk about it, like it makes it seem like it was so long ago, but really it wasn't. But anyway, shout out to Ivan. I'm having a good time. Ivan's a good friend of mine. Ivan, mom always said, "Don't play ball in the house."
That's a Brady Bunch reference. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Again, explain that to me for the younger folk. AC/DC rocked, loved the Doors, and Zeppelin. Yeah, Zeppelin is really just like, I don't know. It's like back in the day, my friend would, they have a bad injury out here I didn't know about. But Dolphins, now he's jumping up, but a lot of Steelers players, all the Dolphins players on the field, but he's walking it off. But like my friend's dad used to pick us up. He'd spend the weekends at his dad's house, and I would hang out too. And he would always be like listening to Zeppelin and stuff, and in the truck, and he would rock it. It wasn't like he would just listen to it. Like he couldn't even talk. It was just like hammering it. His dad was awesome. But yeah, that's how I kind of heard that. There you go, 1980 boy myself. So we're about the same. I was born in 79. And there you go. Mitch said graduated in 76. Graduated high school in 76.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out to Mitch. Been watching for a long time. Apparently very old. I'm just kidding, Mitch. You know what I mean? We're going to pitch over here on the right side for the Steelers, and that's going to be a touchdown. And he just walks right in. The Steelers are beating the dog water out of the Miami Dolphins. 27-3. Now, shout out to Mitch. I'm just having a good time. You know what I mean? You're good people. Graduated in 76. I actually think it's cool that people who were born at that time, because like you see a bunch of stuff that we didn't see. You know what I mean? And then you're still here to see all the stuff we did see. So there you go. Hope you're here for a long more time. But here we go. Okay, we already got to that one.
Well, you said
94 over here. No.
Like I said, the one thing that, a lot of people nowadays can't understand is, I mean, we were alive when there was no cable TV. There's no internet, no cell phones. Like if you wanted to talk privately on a phone, you had a long cord on a phone and you stretch it through a door.
Remember, we have an extra point is good over here. But I remember that. We had a phone on the wall and it had a long cord, and my sister would hide herself in a closet, talk on the phone, and then we'd unplug it. You know what I mean? Because we were douchebags.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're going to go to a commercial. But 28-3 ball game, 13:01. We're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I appreciate everyone chatting. The chat is rocking tonight, and it makes it a lot more fun. We're going to step away just for a few minutes. We'll be right back. Appreciate you. Go Pack, go.
Nicolet Law is a team that everyone trusts when everything is on the line because we have the resources, we have the expertise, and we care. You're fighting against large corporations, large insurance companies. If it was up to them, they would give our clients zero. And so what we do, and what I do personally, is fight to make sure that doesn't happen. We care about them and their family. It's not just about the legal services and the legal representation, but it's about the person. Here at Nicolet Law, we are in your community, and we're here to serve you.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that ×4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
Today, Junior?
Well, we're waiting.
Have you ever been injured by your aunt's green bean casserole?
Or maybe an overpriced bar tab?
Or maybe your best friend stealing your fishing spot?
You're still mad about that?
I told you in confidence.
Cut. Guys, these aren't real injuries.
Then why do I feel so hurt?
Get over it.
Let's just go to plan B. If you've been injured, get Nicolet, the Midwest personal injury law firm, fighting against insurance companies since 2007.
Can you believe you wore shorts to this?
Celebrate the season with Quick Rewards Holiday Haul. Unwrap the joy of free offers every day with any in-store purchase. Just add the offer to your Quick Rewards account and start saving. Don't miss out. Bring home some holiday cheer today.
All right, here we go. We're going to have ourselves return over here inside the 5-yard. He's at the 20. He's at the 25. He's breaking the corner. He's at the 30. He's at the 35-yard line. Gets pushed out of bounds. All right, so we got some comments over here. Let's scroll up a little bit. Ivan seems like he'd be the Pantera type. Yeah, he's like heavy metal, dude. Ivan goes to concerts. Ivan is absolute animal. Luke says, I was born in 1988, and I feel like I'm 70. You guys are old.
Thanks, Luke.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm you know. But I remember one time that one of the funniest things, because when I was young, I used to always call everyone old. And there was this lady at work. I was like, you're old. And she's like, she's older than me. And I'm like, really? Because she looked really old. And I was like, you did not age well. And then she got mad. She don't like me no more. But here we go. Tua looking to throw. He's going to toss this thing short left side. And he's going to try to get some yards after the catch. And that's going to be a first down for the Dolphins to about midfield. And there we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But here we go. Not that. But there we go. What's that, Philly? Kick, yes. Deb, trying to catch up in the comments here. Remember Dire Straits? My husband and I loved them. Knew the words to every song. The name sounds familiar, but I do not. How about you, Vinny? You got it? First down and 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's old.
Do you remember I want my MTV?
We're not doing concerts here. First down and 10 over here. Tua's going to be under center. I just saved you off from hearing that. We're going to have a run left side over here. He's trying to find some blocks. He's got them, and he's going to run. I think that's a first down or very close. That's a Cheney. Is that how you say his name? But not second down, so he must be just short of the first down.
But you remember Money for Nothing, right? Money for Nothing and your chicks for free, right?
Turn the TV channel.
Or Walk of Life. You do the Walk of Life. I know you know that.
I don't remember none of that stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't think I'm as old as people think I am. Apparently not. Or I just wasn't paying attention. My mom back in the day listened to Elvis, like Johnny Cash, like what's his face? That guy who smokes weed all the time. Here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun.
Oh, Willie Nelson. He's
back. That throw. That's going to be completed. The Dolphins offense got something going. They're going to be close to the 25-yard line. But yeah, my mom listened to Willie Nelson. I remember she had this big record player, this big, the big wooden boxes.
The old consoles, yeah.
Yeah, she'd be cleaning and she'd have some records, all those guys on there. And I hated all of it. But now I kind of like some of that music. I mean, not Elvis. I don't like, but I'll listen to Johnny Cash. Willie Nelson, I'm not going to play it, but I'm not going to be mad if someone else does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. Deb's with you. You know what I mean? Quick Trip Moms. What's going on? What's going on? Here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun. All right, they're trying to get something going here. First down and 10. A lot of receivers out there. What's that? About 5 receivers, I believe. Oh, there. Tua's going to be empty backfield, back to throw. He's got time, throws it towards the end zone. That's going to be completed to about the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins got some going. I think it's a little too late, but I feel and look young like Matt. Dude, I do not look young. Or I don't feel young for sure, dude. Every day I get, like the other day I was, during the Packer game, I got like a pain. I was like, oh, what if I die on stream? That'd be something. Just collapse. Fall out. My wife's upstairs having a good time. She's like, why do you get so quiet down there? If that ever happens and you don't end the stream, let the paramedics come in and see the whole thing. Let's everyone one last piece of entertainment for you. First down and goal.
I'd be afraid
Tua's
to talk
gonna
like
be
you're
in
going to yell at me.
shotgun. It's kind of a weird formation back there. But here we go. Tua looking to throw. He's rolling. No, he's running around. He can make some people miss, and he does. And he's rolling right. He throws it towards the end zone. That's going to be out of bounds, though. So that's not very good.
Yeah, I'd be afraid.
yeah, Tua,
I'd be talking, and you'll pop up and be like, well, that's enough any. We don't want to hear from that.
Or I'd be like dying. I'd like fight myself to the top. I'd be like, just end the stream. You don't want to hear Vinny talk, so I'll end it.
Shut up, Vinny. Click.
My last moments.
Yeah, you hit a button.
Or I just turn the music on. Just start blasting music as I'm dropping dead. Anyway, let's not talk about negativity. 9:48 to go in the fourth quarter. 6-yard line over here. Tua's going to be in shotgun, back to throw. Or he's looking for the end zone. Oh, that's going to be a touchdown. But I thought it may be pass interference, but he catches that ball. And he's all excited. That's Wallen? What's his name? Who doesn't matter. Fourth quarter, 9:41 to go. That's Darren Waller. I knew I had it right the first time. Oh, there we go. Philly boy! Scoreboard. See, Philly boy, people got to do your job for you. You know what I mean? Ivan's trying to take over on the scoreboard duties. You look 36. I'm 46 years old. I'm actually going to start doing, we got like 3 treadmills in my house. I'm going to bring a treadmill down here. We have an extra one that doesn't work real good, but I figure I can use that thing. And like the only thing is you can't run on it. But I'm like, I'm not going to be running on this thing, so I think I'll be all right because it starts to skip and go too fast.
Are you going to?
But I'm gonna start getting those walking in. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get if I get skinny. What will
while we're streaming? You're going to do it while we're streaming?
No. Here we go. Tua out of shotgun. He's looking. He throws it out the back of the end zone. Like, what's going on here? Just snap the ball and chuck it out the back of the end zone. But if I get skinny, what will Bears fans say? That's like their go-to. You're fat, cross-eyed, some beat. Here we go. To be 46 again. What year was it when you were 46? What were you doing when you were 46 years old? Ivan, I wonder. You know what I mean? Treadmills are great. Get your workout while crushing beers. You know what I mean? Should I do like watch parties where I've just got a treadmill? Because I got my wife on one of those treadmills because she works from home on a computer. So she has a treadmill she walks on while she works or whatever. I don't like the whole day, but at certain times. And I should get one of those. So do the watch party, just be all sweating and stuff. Die. I think the Packers are going to win.
Dear God, it's overtime.
You're going to overtime. Down here.
Shut up, Vinny.
Yeah, standing desk, treadmills, desk, get it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my wife got one of those standing desks.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, I should get one of those down here. Just be down here running. Have a guest on. Hey, thanks for joining the podcast. What do you think about the Packers going on this? Then I just fall and you hear me just get whipped into the wall. You know what I mean? You don't need that in your life. I'm just gonna not do that. Oh yeah, we should have a driving one. Podcast where I'm just driving around. Oh, they're like comedians in cars getting coffee. Steal that idea. Except for not comedians, just regular people talking Packers, driving around. Dude, I'm even winded right now just doing that. I can't go on a treadmill.
Only Matt, you got a beer when you're driving.
Yeah,
It's Wisconsin.
No. No drinking and driving. Right here, this commercial says, "Please drink responsibly," and that's what it means.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Vinny, don't say it. Come on.
No, don't drink and drive, kids. Don't. I'm just saying that as to be comical. Yes,
Take it easy. It's not that serious. We're all right. Shout out to Vinny. Come on. Here we go. We're having a good time over here. You know what I mean? Good evening, Matt and Vinny.
Good evening,
doing,
Erica.
Thank you for being here. You are a fantastic human, Erica. Driving with pure rage. That'd be a funny podcast that like do it live, but you just have like a very angry cab driver, and then you just are like Uber or whatever, and then you're just doing the podcast in the backseat, just getting whipped around. You'd have to be like in a bigger city though. Otherwise, it won't have to whip you around. But imagine how many followers you'd get. You know what I mean? Just start doing crazy stuff. I should start doing that. We could do it because we can set it up, and then Vinny can like control it, and I could be on my phone anywhere, really. I think. We never tried it before. We were going to do it in New York, but it just never happened because we were busy. 6-yard line is where the return's going to start from. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. He blasted about the 37-yard line. But there you go. Drink Wisconsin all the time. And that means responsibly as well. Do you guys remember the show Cash Cab? I do remember that show.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they would had to be in a show. I remember like seeing a guy was like a Uber driver. Like I don't know if it's an Uber driver or cab driver because it was kind of years ago. I'm not sure Uber was a thing then, but they thought they were in a Cash Cab where they were, and then he was like asking them questions and stuff, and he's like, and they're like, "Oh, where's the camera?" It's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "That camera is for just a monitor, you know, it's a dash cam." And they're like, no. Is this that show? And he's like, absolutely not. Then he just started asking them questions. We have a run over here about the Steelers, but no gain. Shut that thing down. But it was really, I remember it being like just a hilarious video. The whole ride, they were just telling him, no, it's Cash Cab. So then he started asking questions and being weird. But yeah, that was a good show. It was all right, you know what I mean? That came out when I was 50. What's your obsession with your old age, Ivan? I'm just kidding. Ivan's in his prime. We're all in our prime, living our best lives, you know what I mean?
Well, they say 50 is
Here we
the
go.
new 30, right? 50 is the new 30, right, Ivan?
It is. 2nd down and 9. Aaron Rodgers pitches this thing left side. They're just going to try to run this thing out because they're up 28-9. 8:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Steelers have 2 timeouts. Dolphins have 3. But this doesn't seem like a very competitive football game. Tua does not like happy. That's the thing. Like when you're getting whooped, you're not playing well. You're on the bench. It's got to be like a weird feeling. Camera's on you. Like, look at this guy. He's having his worst day in a long time.
But, and especially when Rodgers looks at you and smirks.
I'm only as old as Vinny feels.
Oh, dear God. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
3rd down and 6. Aaron Rodgers gonna be in shotgun. The play clock's down to 0, and they're gonna, I think, call a timeout, and they do. Steelers burning timeout. Have we had a MVS sighting tonight? We have. He had a touchdown. MVS got a touchdown over there. I believe the first quarter might have been their first touchdown. I posted MVS on Facebook, so got 4 comments. You know what I mean? Pretty good post. Terrifying when you think you're on cash cab, but you're in some pervert's cab. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, they're asking me questions. It must be cash cab. Like, no, he's trying to steal your identity, lady. What high school did you go to? Like, oh my God, this is cash cab. Trying to guess your passwords. Take it easy, yeah, it ain't that funny. I saw the injury for Christian Watson wasn't as bad as they thought it was. What are your thoughts on that? And what are your thoughts on Zadarius Smith? I saw a post of he hinted he might want to come back to the Packers. I don't think there's any situation where Zadarius Smith will come back to the Packers. He talked too much trash. He's older. I just don't think they would. I ain't like hating on him because I ain't got no opinion on him. But he said some stuff about the Packers that you don't come back from that. Quick pass from Aaron Rodgers, left side. That's going to be really close to a first down. See if they mark it. I'm not even sure. I think it's a first down. I think it's right on the first down marker. But as far as Christian Watson, a lot of people are saying that maybe he'll play against the Bears. I'm not sure he will, but he avoided a big injury because they thought, he had a lung situation, whatever, but it wasn't as bad as they thought. So hopefully he can play against the Bears, but if not, the week after. Hopefully. You know what I mean? Because Christian Watson being on the field is huge, and losing him, big player on offense and defense at the same time, brutal. But here we go. Hold still. I only want to take a couple. Take it easy. Talking about what we're. All right, so I think that might be short of the first down. So that's 4th down and 1. Aaron Rodgers has that real serious look on his face. He gets all over the sideline. You know what I mean? He means business now. But and he's walking to the sideline here. So I think they use another timeout. Aaron Rodgers has that jog too. You know what I mean? Like he jogs up the field, but when he's jogging, it's not much faster than his walk. That's what I do when I cross the street.
Didn't you have somebody...
Zadarius Smith, he burned that bridge. But here comes the punt over here. That play killed me. Watson had a PS2 beat, but Love underthrew it. Oh, here we go. We're going to have a return. I thought it would be fair caught, and he's behind the 5-yard line, and now we busted through, and he's going to get to the 15-yard line. Not even sure how, but still 7:23 to go, and that was a good return by the Dolphins. What play you're talking about? You said that play killed me. Watson had PS2 beat.
When he got hurt. When Watson got hurt.
Oh, when Watson got hurt.
That pick?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what play we're talking about.
If I'm correct, that's what he's talking about, yeah.
So we go. Matt seems like a Preble guy. No, dude. I went to Green Bay East High School, right? And then one night we were like all partying. We were in a car or whatever. And for some reason, someone had a bunch of East High School stickers with them, like a whole pack of them. So we went to Preble. I think they were having like a football game or something. And we slapped them on all the windows where they had Preble stickers on. And that's what we did one time. I mean, I didn't have a lot of school spirit, but I just like, we just liked vandalizing. You know what I mean? And we had the stickers. But here we go. Tua's going to be back to throw. Left side, that's going to be completed past the 20-yard line. It might be a first down. See where they mark this thing. Very, very close. Half yard short is where they're going to mark that thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, that injury sucked. Not good. Hopefully he doesn't miss much time. Nobody should give up on the Pack. You know what I mean? I mean, I get like some people get fired up and they just don't believe that the Packers can do it, whatever. But for me, I'm always just gonna because I'm just optimistic. And I do think that they have the pieces. Just put them together and we're gonna see. But they got to get hot. You know what I mean? Here we go. We're gonna have Tua back to throw. And he's going to toss it. That's going to be completed. That's going to be a first down. That was 2nd down and 1. But I'm not going to sit around and be like, oh, it sucks. The Packers, and the season's over. Like I did. That's just not what I'm ever going to do. That's not fun for me. And I think if you just look at the team because it's not unrealistic. I mean, we were fired up about the Packers before Parsons. You know what I mean? And he was awesome. But the Packers can continue. Rashawn Gary, Van Ness. They got to obviously get after it, and they know that. Everyone knows it. We're not telling them anything that they don't know. The offense has to pick it up. You know what I mean? But Patrick Queen tonight, you know what I mean? He's having himself a game. 7 tackles. Tua back to throw. The pocket's collapsed, and he's going to go down for the sack. 9-7 takes that, man. Reminiscent of Kenny Clark.
Nothing.
Let me tell you something about Kenny Clark. I have this Packer thing on the wall up here. I had 2 of them, and the other one fell, and it killed Kenny. Check it out. Kenny Clark fell off, and his head fell off, and his legs fell off. You see that? His legs fell off.
Let me just say how sorry I
His
am
head
for
fell
your
off.
loss.
I killed Kenny. Actually, my brother-in-law killed Kenny. He gave me that thing, but he didn't hang him. I hung him, so I guess I killed Kenny. But shout out to Kenny Clark. Hopefully I don't send you any bad vibes. You know what I mean? With your head falling off. If his head falls off tomorrow, oh, that's on me. But here comes the big play by the Dolphins over here. Big throw right side on the sideline over here. And that's going to be first down. So the Dolphins offense decided to turn it on. But I think it has something to do with the way the Steelers are playing defense, too. They already got this thing. But Erica, did you guys see the hit on Jordan Love, the one the Broncos player did yesterday? Can't remember whether it was Adam Nagler, I think you mean Aaron Nagler, or Rob Westerman that asked if it should be suspended. Like, yeah, when he pushed Jordan Love's head into the dirt. I wouldn't be against him being suspended since it wasn't flagged. If it was flagged, I think that could have been enough. But the fact that they didn't throw a penalty over there is just insanity. I think the NFL should have like half-game suspensions. But here we go. The Dolphins are going to throw this thing left side on first down. It's going to be about 3 yards. But I do think that the NFL should. They should, for like stuff, because I don't know if you should be suspended for a full game. But the fact that it wasn't penalized, then maybe. I'm not really for suspending guys, willy-nilly. But a flag has to be thrown on that. Dude, that looks like he got hurt right there. That was a rough one. But here we go. When they beat the Bears, everyone will then shut up. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Come out here and show everyone what they can do with the guys that they have. We'll get right back to that, Philly boy. We got a play about to start here. 2nd down and 6. Tua's going to be back to throw. Quick pass, and that's going to be a first down inside the 40-yard line for him right there. You know what I mean? Unpopular opinion, if number 9 plays Saturday, I will lose respect for him because he went down. What are you talking about? What? He had they had to do tests. They took him to the hospital. Beat the dead horse. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't understand what he's talking about. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Tua. He's going to toss this thing left side, and that's going to be about 7-8 yards on that. 3:19 to get in the ball game. What time is it?
It's whenever I do Gene Wilder. He says I'm beating a dead horse.
Oh, do it again. Just keep it.
You get nothing. You lose.
Whatever the boss says, I do. Yep.
Put that on a loop. Next time I go no commercial, put it over my face and just have it on loop.
Just keep it going. Yes.
You get nothing. You get nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. 2nd down and 4. Here we go. Tua. They got a man in motion. Can they get a touchdown before this game ends just for the fun of it? Tua's rocking around the pockets collapse, and he can make people miss. And he gets a first down. He gets it completed. He's at the 20 down to the 13-yard line. He was all but sacked. He was just running around that pocket with people trying to murder him. Breaks free and able to get it downfield. That's the thing, is that he's able to scramble around, but he's not always able to get that completion downfield after you get away, you know what I mean? But let's check the prize picks.
I didn't hear no bell.
So, all right. So I'm going to check my prize picks while we go over here.
Ivan with a whoa.
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 Oh, here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right, but he's way the heck over there. Oh, some action happened in my fantasy league. I played Tom Crabtree in fantasy league. I don't even know if I won. I should check that. But Aaron Rodgers, 100.5 passing yards. I took the over. He got 119 right here. I got a Channy, whatever how you say his name. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get that. He has 8 yards. I took the over at 34.5 rushing yards. Metcalf got the over at 24.5 receiving yards. And Kenneth Gainswell, 12.5 receiving yards. He's got 5. So they've been running the ball with him a little bit, but not throwing it to him. So I'm stupid. That's where that goes. And Tua got over 95.5 passing yards. So I took the under, and they're throwing it. So, I'm not very good at that, but I do it anyways. It's funny because I lose a lot of prize picks, and then I'll win a big one. Because I'm like rocking with the same money I put in like a long time ago. And I did have a sponsorship, so they kind of whatever. But this year I don't. But here we go. 1st down and 10. Tua's going to be in shotgun empty backfield. He's got a man in motion. He's back to throw. He's dancing around. He's looking, moving up in the pocket, tosses in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. And the Steelers defense, obviously they're up by so much. They're kind of getting lax. There's 2:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Now 28-15 doesn't matter. So they're kind of just, I don't know, not trying that hard, I guess. The Dolphins should be suspended for being a hot garbage product of a franchise. You know what I mean? Like, tell them the next season, hey, you guys got to sit out. You know what I mean? That'd be an interesting part of the NFL. Like the two worst teams in the league, you don't get the number 1 and number 2 draft pick. You have to sit out the next year. You don't even get a franchise. So that would make people want to win a little bit more. You know what I mean? Coaches would get fired like every 3 weeks. You're not winning, you're done. Here we go. Tua back to throw. They're going for a 2-point conversion. He's dancing left, looking in the end zone. Incomplete, dropped. That was a good throw. Got in his fingertips, but wasn't hauled in. So 28-15 is where it's going to stay. And
here it comes, Philly.
7-6 Steelers and 6-7 Dolphins.
Here it comes, Philly.
You get nothing.
You know what I mean? You got nothing on that one. You know what I mean? How come everyone's guardian cap always looks smaller than Dobbs? Yeah, Romeo Dobbs, put 2 of them on there. You know what I mean? No, I like it, though. You can tell, where he's at. You know what I mean? Keep it safe.
Inflate it, too. Inflate it a little bit.
You know what I mean? He likes Michael Jordan. Got that air in there. I hate when football interrupts the chat. You know what I mean? Over here talking, look over oh, touchdown. What the heck happened over here? But here we go. 2:32 to go in the fourth quarter. 28-15 ball game. Onside kick, 9% this season. 4 for 46, the NFL is. They ruined the onside kick. They should just get rid of it at this point. But here we go. Scoreboard. I think we're up to date on the scoreboard right now. You know what I mean? Tua's talking, look at my hat. This is a good hat. That's the best hat I ever had in my life. I figured that's what they were talking about right there. Vinny, you'll see. We're going to have a kickoff coming up over here. So the ref, I don't know, holding it up. They're going to kick it right off the ground over here. So let's see what they got over here on the onside. They just laid that thing right on the ground. Oh, this is like a dual send-off right here. And here comes the onside kick. Oh, it's bouncing. The Steelers touched it, and he's got about the 50-yard line. Steelers are on top of it. And there you go. And that's going to be, not ball game yet. 2:30 to go. We got some time. Captain Crunch react. Oh, Captain Crunch is good. You know what I mean? I'm kind of hungry. I wonder what I'm going to eat after this. I got some pizza. I'll probably eat a pizza, but I don't have much time because I got to work at 4 in the morning. It's already 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock is my cutoff where I'm you got to be in bed by 11 to just barely be a piece of crap tomorrow. But here we go. What's up, Eric? Buffalo making miracles happen last 3 weeks. Yeah, Buffalo's getting after it, dude. That playoffs, we talk about the NFC all the time, obviously, because we're Packer fans, most of us. But the AFC, that playoff situation, it's going to be good football you're going to see in the playoffs this year. And here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center. They're at the 50-yard line. I don't know what they're talking about, the commentators, but they think they're pretty funny. All laughing. Now, here we go. Pitching it right side. He's cutting it up, and that's going to be about 3 to 4 yards for Gainesville. That was a good game. You know what I mean?
Matt, speaking of cereal, when you were talking about that the other day, I went to the store and got myself some of those sugar puffs that you were talking about.
You're living life, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are good. You had me thinking
Change
about
your
it, man.
life.
I was craving them, and yeah, love it. Love it.
Yeah, 4 hours of sleep is peak performance. You know what I mean? I get up about 3 o'clock in the morning. So, you know what I mean? Go to bed at 11. You're good to go. And I usually take a nap if I only get 3-4 hours. But how about that fake field goal last night? That was beautiful. That was awesome. I seen clips of it all day too. Yeah, I like fake field goals. Was that last night? Anyway, but yeah, I don't forget what game that even was. But what we were even talking about. But I did see that clip. I love me a fake field goal, fake punts. I love all that stuff.
Wasn't it the Vikings?
I mean, not for my team, because
right?
I think sometimes it's stupid, but I just like to see them. You know what I mean? I just ate a little Debbie Christmas tree, 11 Oreo cookies, and a bologna sandwich, all while keeping up with chat. Dude, I actually went to the grocery store today and purchased some bologna for some sandwiches. I'm going to start packing a lunch to work, you know what I mean? Here we go. They're going to have a run right side over here by the Steelers, and that's going to be no gain.
See, now
No
Ivan
gaining
needs
well that
to
time.
munch down some Frankenberries now, and you're all set.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Let's get after it. Let's get after it. What do we got? As you age, Matt, you're going to need more sleep, believe me. No, I mean, I need more sleep now. But, like, honestly, like, I catch up because, like, today I slept, like, 12 hours. Like, last night I went to bed at, like, midnight. Slept till, like, noon. Just, so, like, I kind of get sleep in bulk. I store it like a camel. You know what I mean? But, I mean, dude, usually I wouldn't stay up that late, but I do these watch parties and I do the podcast stuff and it's kind of late. So, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? But, yeah, I'd be tired sometimes. That's why sometimes I tell you things like, But here we go. Next week is going to be a good one, Monday Night Football. We got the Colts. We have the San Francisco 49ers. What brand pizza are you making? I think we have, like, some of the Jacks, but I also got some other ones. I forget the brands, but, you know, that kind of looked a little bit more fancy. You know what I mean? They put a bigger price tag. Like, ooh, that must be good. But I usually like to try to, like, buy a brand I don't usually buy, you know? But Jacks are good just to get the job done. Aaron Rodgers, play action. He's rolling right. He's looking to throw. He's got pressure. He goes down and gets sacked. But, like, he slid. I don't know why they jump on him. He slid down to avoid getting hit, and he still got hit. I mean, he landed on anyways. I need more regularity than I do sleep. I'm not sure what that means. Like in your bowel movements? Cowboys lost to Agent 9. Oh, yes, they did. Oh, yeah, that was the one right there. But, yeah, that's why I thought it was funny because Cowboys fans would troll me last night because the Packers lost and Micah Parsons, the whole thing. And I was like, bro, you guys lost to the Vikings today. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're talking to me? But they were. And you ever have home run in? I'm not sure I have. It doesn't sound familiar.
Those aren't bad. Those are good pizzas. Yeah.
I'll try it out if I see them. But we have a punt situation over here. Let's see if we're going to have ourselves that return. This is inside the 10. This ball is going to bounce, and they're going to try to save it. I think they do. But the 3-yard line where they're going to start this thing, I haven't eaten the whole 12 days of Christmas song. I didn't mean to snort on that. That's funny. Vinny wants to eat Ivan's. All right, take it easy. Let's keep it moving. But yeah, awesome pizza. Yeah, I do like Jack's. That depends. Like Quick Trip has their own. Like they have pothole pizza. They got some good stuff over there. But I was at the grocery store. But yeah, I like to get different ones. I even got that Dave Portnoy's pizza one time. That one bite. That's all right. I don't know if I'd give it a very good review. You know what I mean? No, but yeah, they got all types of frozen pizza. The frozen pizza for the win. 2:04 to go in that fourth quarter. 28-15 ball game. Palomos. There you go. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that one either. There's a lot of quality frozen pizzas for $8 or less. Yeah, there are. You know, you go down the grocery store, that frozen pizza section, you know, I'm like, no. Here we go. They're going to be in the end zone over here, handing this thing off up the middle out of shotgun. He's going to get a few yards past the 5-yard line. I'm getting extremely hungry just talking about pizza over here, you know what I mean?
I still say the best frozen
What's your favorite
pizza,
frozen
though?
pizza, Vinny?
Oh, hands down the meat sweats. The one at Quick Trip?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, my
Actually,
God.
just had
That's
that
the
the other
best
day.
tasting one. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, usually I go
God,
to
that
Quick
one is
Trip,
so good.
whatever. If I'm better at night, I'll get one for after hours. I just bought a lots of mata. All right, we're going to go to commercial. I'll be right back. we go. We are back. He said, love the break screen. Well, happy holidays for the Matt Ramage show. You know what I mean? Looks all classing up the joint over here. You know what I mean? But Red Baron, but put on your own toppings. There you go. I like that when people get like frozen pizza, but they add to it. You know what I mean? You gotta, like, spice it up a little bit, you know what I mean? Especially when you get a good frozen pizza that's not real thin. You know, the Jacks are kind of thin, you know. But you know what you get when you're getting Jacks, you know what I mean? It gets the job done. But, yeah, those thick ones, just take American cheese and just throw it on that thing. Never have too much cheese. Quick pass over here by that Dolphins. I think that's going to be a first down. Right at the first down mark right here. That was 2nd and 6. Now it's going to be first down. 1:45 to go in the fourth quarter. They're down 28-15. Tonight, 2 tight ends with a rushing touchdown for first time in NFL history. Connor Hayward and Jonnu Smith. And here we go. Tua's back to throw. He's looking. He's dancing around. He's got pressure now. He's going to run. He's going to get sacked at the 10-yard line.
And that was actually 3rd and 1. Now it's 4th and 3.
There you go. Speaking of sleep, that's where I'm headed. Night, Matt and Vinny, and all the rest of you. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, Deb. Have a good evening. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bite and all that stuff. Here we go.
Deb.
Tua's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's got a pocket. It's going to be completed for our first down to about the 17-yard line. We're inside 1 minute to go in this ball game now. Always add some fresh jalapenos. Life hack, dude. I ain't add no jalapenos to nothing.
Ooh, yeah.
I ain't about that life.
Jalapenos are good.
All right, so here we go. Tua. I thought it was a replay. That didn't be an incompletion, almost intercepted, kind of tipped right to the defender. But go Pat, go Deb. Absolutely, Deb is fantastic. And here we go. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. 42 seconds to go. They just don't want this game to end, is what they're doing. Like, you're down 28-15. What do you think is going to happen in 42 seconds?
Yeah. And just remember, everybody, tomorrow night, 7:30, Matt Ramage Show. We'll be going over the Packer game from last Sunday and talking about the game coming up.
So, yeah, hang out tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Central Time with Talking Packers. Appreciate your Badger State, you know what I mean? I used to think bed bugs was just the same. But I always thought it was going to be more of an issue in my life. I never had bed bugs. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to, but I've never seen them. I'm going to try to keep that going, you know what I mean? We have a flag, though. Delay a game on the Dolphins. What a bunch of idiots, you know what I mean? We have Gregory agrees with you.
Yeah,
Hey, Gregory, let me ask you this. What do your friends call you? Do they call you Gregory? They call you Greg? Because I can call you Greg. You want me to call you Greg, you know what I mean?
Greggy.
I appreciate you being here. Here we go, 2nd and 15.
Johnny Bravo.
I always think of that because people have accounts, when they set them up, you know what I mean? Maybe that's not what they want to be called. But here we go. Dolphins, they're going to get a completion over here. They're near the sideline. He stays in bounds, though. The clock's going to keep ticking. The Dolphins don't have any timeouts left, I don't believe. Steelers are getting ready to celebrate over here. 20 seconds to go. Tua's back to throw. He's looking to dump this thing off. That's a first down. And he's still moving towards the 40-yard line. Just short of the 40-yard line. Oh, here we go. Let me scroll. I think I missed some of that. I always add cheese, garden onions, canned mushrooms to frozen pizzas. That's a whole bunch of stuff I don't like, except for cheese. I don't really like. I can't get down with onions. You know what I mean? Or mushrooms.
See, and I do the fresh mushrooms. I cut up the fresh ones.
I'm weak sauce. I know it, but that's just what it is. Oh, they call me Jock. From now on, we're calling Gregory Jock. All right? We're going to call you Jock because we're your friends. That's a final over here. 28-15. Shout out to Jock. I like that. That's a good name. You know, you get nicknames sometimes and they kind of suck. I remember my nickname one time in middle school was Fuzzy because I had like a buzzed hair. Didn't like it, but only the girls called me. Dudes call me that, I get really mad. Like, hey. Take it down a lot. We got Mitch said, remember, we cut in half the battle. Have a good night. There you go. I appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? Aaron wants some Mexican pizza. There you go. That has all the stuff on it. You know what I mean? Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Matt and Vinny. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Philly boy, he was late, but he was here. But he had a movie to screen. You know what I mean? Whatever he was doing. Love it. Not a nickname. It's my last name. Oh, yeah, I got you, Gregory Jock. Yeah. But yeah, because my last name is Ramage. A lot of people over the years have always called me Ramage. Even my son, like that, his friends call him Ram. Back in the day, you know, I had a few people call me that at a job I had. But yeah, there you go. Nick, you know, Ramage, I think is a good one too.
The Bears still suck.
The jock
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
One more, and there you
really suck. Yes,
the Bears still suck. The Packers play the Bears this week, tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be talking about this game, talking about, obviously, the Packers situation, my thoughts, Parsons, Watson, everything that happened last week, and looking ahead to the next game. You know what I mean? But we're going to wrap this thing up. Appreciate you, Aaron. Appreciate you, Jack. You were fantastic. Philly boy, Ivan, everyone who watched, Deb. And shout out to the producer, Vinny, putting all the graphics and whatnot on the screen. And we're out of here. Go, Pack, go.